fucking computer about
Really?
2 years ago now.
What made you want to do this?
Fuck it. I used to listen to them all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I just used to listen to podcasts all the time.
Yeah.
Realistically, I should have started the podcast like
5-6 years ago.
more.
Yeah.
Like when podcasts were, it's such a oversaturated
100%.
fucking
Everyone's
market
got one
now.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
There's actually a pretty good tattoo one based in Melbourne now too.
Oh yeah. Oh, I think they were trying to get me on that. Old mate Cheshire's Grin.
The
Dude,
Cheshire Grin.
Yeah, he does all the grills and shit.
Yeah, does he do them?
No, I don't know if he does it. I think he's either friend. He just mentioned it one time. He was like, "Oh, we should get you on this fucking podcast," and I was like, "All right," but that was like a year ago. So
what's the name of PJ's Addicted to Ink? I think it's like those boys.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe that's who it is. Because I think they got a spot not far from us. I think.
But for everyone who doesn't know, Joel, it's Joel, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
AKA KIZM.
Yep. KIZM.
The tattooist, the man with the reds.
The Reds.
Why the reds?
I mean, it goes well with.
The fucking
Greys.
dope colours, but like,
Yeah.
is it hard to saturate into people?
The greys are. Yeah,
The greys.
Yeah. The opaques are tough. I
Yeah.
feel like. I don't know if they'll be like the toughest to put in, but they're definitely up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have fucking one of the most distinct styles. Like I've said, you can, like, you know, and you obviously can tell someone's done a tattoo. Like, it's
Yeah.
very easy to see if that's your tattoo that's on someone.
I appreciate that. I feel like I get told that a lot, but I don't see it. You know?
Really?
Nah.
You know, especially with your like hanging masks and shit.
Yeah, I don't know where that even came from. But I've said that to other people in the past. Oh man, bro, your style's fucking crazy. You can see it from a mile away. They're like, oh man, can't see it. Have no idea. I don't know. I guess because I'm too close to it.
You obviously do them all the time.
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
And you can cover a fucking lot of area in a short amount of time.
Man, I don't know. I'm pretty slow, man. I feel like I'm pretty slow.
Really?
Yeah.
Compared, some tattooists are freaks.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I can be quick. Sometimes I feel like I've slowed down a lot over the last few years.
Yeah.
Actually, or maybe the last couple of years, just because it's gotten slower in general. I think just less tattooing. So
Just more attention to detail probably as well.
just less time on the machine. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
After
it
like 2 or 3 weeks of not tattooing, you just get back into it. It's slow.
Did COVID fuck yous with things like that? Obviously, COVID would have fucked you, but do you think COVID like pushed your career back heaps? Because tattooists got dicked. Besides like gyms,
Yeah.
MMA gyms and boxing gyms and shit,
Yeah.
tattooists got fucking dicked.
Yeah. It was pretty bad at first because like obviously they closed us down first, and then we were one of the last to be brought back into it.
Yeah.
But we were kind of just like tattooing from home and shit.
Yeah.
Because we had to pay fucking rent, and like I managed to get that. What was that shit they were giving out?
The $700 fucking
Yeah,
dollars or whatever.
The unemployment benefit or whatever the fuck it was, self-employment or whatever. Yeah, so we're getting that. It wasn't too bad for like the first month. It was like collecting a check and doing fucking nothing. But
Yeah.
then it sort of started to set in that this was going to be like a month long, like months and months worth of doing nothing. That definitely set back, I think.
Isn't tattooists live also, if for those people who are not in like that involved in that community or don't really have tattoos or just have a couple tattoos, tattooists generally have very expensive lifestyles.
Yeah, expensive taste.
Expensive hobbies,
yeah,
expensive taste.
Expensive taste, yeah.
It is a thing, eh?
Yeah, that was probably the hardest part was like, going from earning, a few thousand a week or whatever to whatever it was the government was giving out. Luckily I had a bunch of savings at the time, which is the first time in my life I had any fucking savings.
Just luck.
Just pure luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, that definitely did set us back, to go back to your question. It did. And I think, like mentally too, trying to then get back into it all, and I know a lot of uncertainty and shit, it definitely was a setback. 100%.
What is that like tism that fucking all tattooers have where they just fixate on a hobby? Like, I was talking in the car with you, and Cody Darling's perfect example. Like, every week he'll be like, one week he'll be obsessed with e-bikes and he'll get the best e-bike.
Yeah.
Or like,
I don't know what it is. I think it's just ADHD.
Yeah.
Whatever comes by, I think.
And I think the money's probably very good at the start. Like, obviously at the start, all this money's rolling through and you're probably not used to it.
Yeah.
When you first really kind of kick off.
Yeah. I think, because you got a bit more, what is that called? Expendable income.
Yeah.
You can sort of find hobbies, and you do have a bit of spare time, especially if you're doing realism, just copying pictures a lot. Not a whole lot of designing involved. I mean, you got a bit of spare time, but I don't know. I don't know about the TSWS. I think everyone's just got a bit of ADHD. You can't not have ADHD and play and tattoo. Play in this industry, I think.
You got a fair bit done.
of work done.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many tattooists fucking hate getting tattooed, eh?
Yeah, I think as you get older, everyone keeps saying it gets worse.
I think it does.
I got a lot of my tattoos when I was in my early 20s.
Same, and it was dope because
You're like,
don't
this is
feel
sick,
it.
this is sick, yeah.
2 days off of a bender.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
12
I'd
hours.
turn up hungover or something, like, just woke up, you know?
Who did the neck?
Adrian Dominic.
That's fucking in there.
Yeah, bro, it fucking hurt.
That looked like it would hurt.
Yeah, it was like 11 years ago now.
Mm.
Yeah, he's done my whole front, done my hand, did my neck. Haven't finished the front yet because it hurts a lot. I got PTSD. Nah, got my whole back free still, eh? Yeah.
Back was the worst tattoo I've ever got.
Yeah?
Back and ass.
I feel like, the ass would hurt.
Ass was like unassumingly the worst tattoo I've ever had.
I don't even need to be told. I just feel like I know it would be the worst.
I thought it would be easy.
Bro, do you never fall off your bike when you're a kid and just scrape your ass?
It's fucking...
It hurt, bro.
Yeah, it's even after, you can't take a shit.
Yeah.
Can't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if you're doing colour or something. Yeah. I got most of mine done when I was in my early 20s, like I said. And then sort of just fell off, probably actually through COVID. I didn't get tattooed at all during, like, from 2020 through to, like, last year. I think that was I had, like, a 4-year gap of not being tattooed at all.
I think this was the first tattoo I got in, like, 7, 8 years.
Yeah, it's a big amount of skin to get covered, too, in a short time.
Arm actually fucking hurt way more than
Really?
It didn't hurt way more. I think I just forgot how tattoos feel.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I just forgot how they feel because I've got my whole fucking body done now, besides the arms. But the top of the shoulder was fucking shit.
It's pretty impressive that you got your arms left, you know?
Yeah,
like
Mum told me to just leave my arms until I was older.
I kind of wish I did that.
They're the most visible ones.
Yeah,
so I don't give a fuck that some of my body's shit now. You know what I mean?
But your arms,
But the arms are going to be dope now because now I can choose, and tattooists are just fucking better.
Yeah. 100%.
And now I like colour. I never used to like colour.
Oh, yeah?
I used to this is the only colour I have on me.
I feel like here in Adelaide, it's you're pretty, like, spoilt for choice when it comes to colour. It's a lot more popular here, eh? Like, whereas back in WA and shit, where I was tattooed for a while, colour is a lot rarer. Just because of barley, you know.
I think it's just more trends as well, like trends with fucking tattooing. Like when I was growing up, black and grey, Chicano, black and grey realism's obviously still popping.
Yeah,
but
that popped off like when we were in our 20s and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
black and grey realism was just the shit that you got. I'm just happy I never got fucking tribal or something fucking real retarded.
Yeah, that's making a comeback though, eh? Like,
what do you mean?
Like black work tribal, you don't...
Really?
I feel like it is. It's in a weird way. It's not like directly tribal, but it's definitely that
like blacked out, out when people. I actually don't mind the blacked out shit now.
I'm trying to sort of like transition a little bit into that because I think it would be cool. Like aesthetically, it looks sick.
It's a very aesthetic choice, though, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
It's better than fucking. One thing I can't handle is mandala work. I can't handle.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it.
I just don't like it.
It can look nice, but it's the same as everything. It's like
It's just one or two people. Tribal.
Well, 1 or 2 people do like real sick fucking versions of it, and then everyone's like, "Bro, I'm jumping on that," and then you get this like, I don't know, it looks average because everyone's trying to do it.
It's like trash polka.
Yeah,
dope trash polka back in the day was like really effective, but now it's like so many people fucking ruined it.
Yeah, they've ruined it. Yeah, they like tarnished it. I feel like that with
your style kind of has like fucking essences of like trash polka in it.
Really?
Oh, kind of, I'd say so. Like just the reds with the fucking darks.
Yeah, red with greys, yeah.
Reds with greys, like real pops of colour with like real fucking dark scale like colours and shit. Looks good.
I don't know if I subconsciously grabbed it from there, but I just think greys with reds or oranges just pop.
You have some fucking good tattoos, man.
Appreciate it, yeah.
You have done some fucking good tattoos.
Not good enough apparently, bro. I got no work, so...
No one's got money.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see people are cancelling on like Jade and like 6, 7 pre-COVID. Those cunts would have 6-month blocks where you just could not get in with them.
100%. Now, even during COVID, bro.
Yeah.
During COVID was probably the busiest I've ever seen it because every cunt was stuck in the country
and everyone was getting like scamming the government.
Yeah. Or even just like because a lot of industries were still allowed to work, you know, and they were making money, but they couldn't really go out and spend it.
Yeah,
especially on traveling and shit. So they're all sticking to like, you know, your local artists and stuff. I feel like I made more money during COVID than like any time previous and prior. You
grew up, for people who can't tell from the accent, in New Zealand.
Yeah, been back and forth a bit, so the accent's pretty lean.
You can still hear it.
Yeah?
If you, I don't know, I know
Some
people,
words maybe,
I
yeah.
know people from New Zealand, so I can kind of hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, some people can pick up on it and others have no fucking idea.
Do you go do guests there?
Nah, I haven't been back to New Zealand since 2019, I think. But I haven't worked there aside from like expos. Since I left, which was like 2018. Yeah, it's always been kind of a hard market to get into. Even when I was still like my name was still around there a little bit, it was still hard to find work if I was traveling there. It's real weird. Real weird market, man. Everyone's real picky there, bro, and there's so many good artists, so it's like...
So many fucking good artists come out of New Zealand.
Yeah, and the rates are generally a lot cheaper. So if you're like a guest artist coming over, and you're like, yeah, I got to make some more money, pay for my flights, accommodation, so you're charging a bit more per day, ain't no one got fucking money for that, you know?
It's crazy. I'd love to know the prices of some of these blokes, because I remember, when was it? Like, fuck, it would have been 10 years ago, whatever. I was in... Rites of Passage, we're doing like Melbourne and shit, and I went over with BJ and all of those boys, and I got tattooed there for a couple of days, and there was this bloke, it was when Nico Hurtado and Carlos Torres were down.
Okay, yeah.
And...
Fuck, it would have been a while ago.
It was a while. It would have been, I reckon, a decade ago.
Yeah, I might have been there, actually, to be honest.
I got tattooed by... Fuck. Oh, I can't remember. I got my foot done.
Yeah.
I got back of my leg done. It was the fucking worst decision of my life. I was blackout drunk on fucking cocaine every day, just fucking wrapped up like a mummy.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we went out to the after party.
That's how it was back then.
Yeah. Went up to the after party with Carlos Torres. Somehow got in with Carlos Torres and Nico Hurtado was hanging out with them.
Yeah.
But there was this dude getting blasted by Carlos Torres. He got a front piece.
Shit.
And over the 3 days. And I think he said it cost him like $5,000 a day.
Fuck.
And at the time, that was like...
That's astronomical, bro.
That was a lot of money.
That's fucking tons,
bro.
yeah.
And he didn't finish the tattoo either.
Yeah, probably still hasn't.
No, probably still hasn't.
Yeah, that's a lot.
His name's Brad Bosco. He's a collector from Melbourne, I believe.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's
a lot of money, bro.
Nico took 3 days to do a palm-sized Terminator piece, but he did it for free. It was a giveaway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, that would be... Man, I might have been there, maybe. But
it was when it was at that fucking real, like... dope hole. It looked like like a cathedral.
Yeah, they still do it there.
Yeah.
Every Rites of Passages in Melbourne, at least, is at that same place.
They're still going rights, yeah?
No, not anymore. They just
was that the one? Was that, no, that's not. That wasn't rights. Was that them that fucked Adelaide.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So that guy, or that group, at least, they ended up buying all of the tattoo expos in Australia, aside from like some smaller private ones, like the new ones, Irongate and Inked and stuff like that. So Rites of Passage went down with all of them last year.
Oh, dude, a lot of people in Adelaide are not fucking happy.
Yeah, bro. A lot of people everywhere aren't happy.
Was it they cancelled all of them?
Yeah, 100%. Because they like...
Though they kept taking everyone's money for booths.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to speak on it too much because I don't know the full story of it, but from what I've seen... It feels like a bit of an exit scam. I must admit, that's what it looks like. But I don't know if that's how it is behind the scenes. But that's what it looks like.
I'm pretty sure. I don't want to fucking speak in behalf, but he did post a status about it. Mm-hmm. Morris, who's one of the co-owners of Masterminds, they were down like fucking 20 grand.
Yeah, for sure, because they would have had like a big...
They would have had a fucking big booth, dude. They have a lot of tattooists.
10, 12 people or something, eh? Because it's not cheap for a booth, bro.
And then one of the... blokes from Adelaide, I can't remember his name. I think his name's Dylan. He called the convention. Someone called the convention centre and was like, "Oh, they cancelled this shit like fucking 2 weeks ago, dude." They were still taking money.
Yeah, there were still adverts on Facebook and shit like, "Yo, let's get your fucking tickets and it's to the public."
It's so fucking rude.
I don't know. I guess it'll all come out a bit more. I have heard a few other things about it. That it was a bit more complicated than what it looks like, but bro, it doesn't look good. Yeah, like I would hate to be in that cunt's shoes.
I was saving. See, I've always wanted to save arms because I had a lot of international artists I really wanted to get tattooed by.
Yeah.
And now that I'm older, I'm in a position where I can afford those $4,000 days. Like not fucking every week, but I can. I have the financial means to save up for that $4,000 day tattoo.
Yeah. And that's still a lot though, $4,000, bro.
I don't think. Oh, it'd be very select tattooists that would fucking charge that. But I actually don't even know how much he charged. I've always wanted to be tattooed by Sam Barber from the UK.
Okay,
you seen her?
Yeah.
It's fucking dope. I don't know. I reckon she'd be like $2,500 a day, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I know in Europe the prices are generally lower.
more competition.
Yeah, I just think, I'm not sure how it goes, but I've spoken to a few artists who travel a lot, and there's only a few countries in Europe that are even equivalent to Australia, let alone like the States or something, you know. Well, there's a few outliers, a few people who are like, you know, they will charge a lot in comparison to their contemporaries, but generally Europe's a bit cheaper, yeah.
But now we have the same kind of level in Australia now.
100%.
So like, there's no reason to fucking. Like, now that I've realised that, I could just go get tattooed by fucking Jaden.
Yeah.
Like, or I could go get tattooed by fucking Radams, or like you, or I could go get Ben, who you work with, Ben Thomas, or fucking just these dudes that are just freaks.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot more. I feel like the scene for Australia blew up within about 12, 13 years ago. Pretty much when I first started, like Inkjector and shit, they were popping off and just kind of got the scene going a bit.
Inkjector fucking was sponsoring everyone back in the day.
Yeah, I missed that boat. I was a little bit too late. That was cool, man. So I feel like the Australian scene and the quality is growing like exponentially quicker than other places due to that, I think. Honestly, over the course of the last decade and stuff, especially with realism and shit, man. Like,
the realism down here is really good.
Yeah. New Zealand and Australia started getting some like actual exposure. It was because of Inkjector, I think. It was cool.
Yeah, I'm happy I saved them, because my tattoos the tattoos I like now are so different to the ones I used to like.
Back then?
I like more scenes now, like something fucking weird. I like more, and I like realism mixed in with like, I like the trend now of having ultra realism mixed in with like
trad or something.
Trad or cartoons or just a mixture of clash of both styles and shit.
Yeah, that stuff's cool.
That's coming through heaps now too.
Is. Yeah, I started trying to do that shit a bit more like about 4 or 5 years ago, like adding, and it came back down to just being like super ADHD.
Yeah,
and like not wanting to settle on one style, so I could do like a fucking face with like some cartoon characters or something, and it was like doing 2 different styles, you know, within a tattoo. That was the whole reason I started doing it. That sort of stuff. So to see that stuff coming through is pretty cool, because it opens up a lot more avenues, I think.
There's that French dude. He's fucking my favourite tattooist at the moment. He's French. It starts with an A. I think it's like Adrian or
Audrey.
Yeah, bro. His tattoos are fucking so hectic. I'd love to see them healed.
Hectic. Yeah, I'd love to see. I have seen a couple healed, and they just look like tattoos,
bro. The blues and like they're just the fucking saturation of colour, and like he did a Courage the Cowardly Dog skull.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Bro, it's just fucking one of the coolest things you'll ever fucking see.
Yeah.
Just so many things to look at.
I think those tattoos look cool for photos.
But when I reckon it would obviously bleed out and it would get messy, and a lot of the details would go out.
It's so dense, you know? Unless you're standing like fucking 20 feet away, you know, looking at it, but then some of the details get lost. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, he's been around for a minute. Old Audrey. Yeah.
You were saying in the car that you actually briefly glanced over it on the pod as well. You said fucking you want to kind of change up your style a bit.
Yeah, definitely. I want to sort of mainly because of just the way the economy's going, and because I've been doing realism sort of based stuff for so long, and the design process for it, it's kind of becoming a bit boring for me. I definitely want to try some new stuff, more like more aesthetic, maybe some like black work type shit. Or even bio. I used to do bio a lot when I was younger. That was my favorite stuff. Yeah, just bio shapes and stuff.
See, I like Radom shit because it reminds me of bio, but it's more like organic.
Yeah, which is just bio. Yeah,
it's just bio. I really, I would have hated Radom style like 6 years ago, but now I'm like, fuck, it's so cool.
It's starting to become a bit more of accepted, I think, because it's been big for not big, it's been niche, and it's had its own like little subculture for a long time. It's just
a real big statement. It's a real big statement to get. His shit looks fucking evil.
Yeah, it's evil, yeah.
I love it though.
Yeah.
Like, he's just so good at working with his like, he's so good at working with light and dark colours and just getting good contrast in.
Yeah.
And he can I've seen that bloke. His
composition's nice too.
He can tattoo so quick.
Yeah, well that's the thing with it. It's a lot of, it's quite chaotic. So a lot of the times it looks a lot more detailed than it is.
Yeah.
Because you're just playing with shapes and contrast. So it can look like there's more done than there really is. So that's a benefit of doing that a lot of the time. That's why I want to move back sort of into that direction. I can get more done.
Yeah.
Especially in this economy when people are like still looking for tattoos, but aren't willing to like sit down and get like, you know, a small piece done over 2 or 3 days. They want full panels. That stuff's the stuff to do. So
And when he does the stencils, like if he
freehanding it,
if he drew a stencil on me and he was like, "What do you reckon?" I'd be like, "Fucking,
what am I looking at?
Doesn't look like anything.
Yeah.
Doesn't resemble anything right now.
Yeah. That's the fun of it.
You just got to trust the process."
Yeah, I think that sort of style, he's definitely, he's bringing some new elements into it, which is fun. It's like kind of freshening it up.
He said working with Jaden and shit is when it finally like really popped for him because he learned how to like.
I think that whole studio, man, because they all at that studio, which is quite rare, is that everyone is interested in helping each other. Like they're not scared to ask questions or like get people's input on like, does this look right? You know, is this sitting correctly, or you know, should I do this or do that? Whereas I feel like a lot of other studios, no one's talking like that with each other. You know, everyone's sort of like. They feel like they're above that in a way, you know, and it is quite rare to have that in a studio. So I'm not surprised that he's sort of like popping off because of that.
It doesn't surprise me at all. That whole like you said, that whole parlor's full, and they all have such different styles.
Yeah,
but they all just
they get along with each other too, which is also surprisingly, you wouldn't think it, but it's quite rare to have like a studio where everyone's just chill, you know, or gets along with each other inside the building and outside of work.
It's a studio run by Tattooist, so it's like that. It's run by like, and they all. I feel like they're all actual artists at heart as well.
100%, yeah.
Which is also a big thing of like. So I've had a few graphers on and shit as well, and there's like a time when a certain grapher will bridge the gap, and they'll become more of an artist than a graffiti artist.
Yeah.
So I feel like it could be very like similar with tattooing. Like you can be someone that just blasts someone, charge $700 a session, and
which is a tattooist,
just a tattooist, or then once you bridge that gap to becoming an artist, and you start obviously charging like $1,400, $1,500, $1,600 day sittings, it's a different thing. It's a totally different thing.
And that studio is a prime example of that.
Like, do you do many other mediums of art?
I do a lot of digital art. Like that's where I started when I was a kid, doing digital shit. So like I used to do a bit of animating and stuff. I originally wanted to do like concept art for games and shit, which what I wanted to do, but then being a Kiwi in Australia, I couldn't get any sort of like student allowance or stuff like that, so going to college and learning was not in the fucking question.
Adelaide has really fucking good game studios.
They do now, yeah.
Adelaide has fucking some of the best indie game studios in the world.
Well, when I was trying to do this, that was not a thing. Indie gaming was, if it was very small, because this was like fucking 13, 14 years ago. Very small. And like your opportunities or, you know, what you could do in Australia was so limited, and New Zealand compared to now. So I got into tattooing I pretty much fell into tattooing. I didn't really want to be an artist or tattoo artist at all.
Have you ever heard of Hollow Knight?
Yeah. I haven't played it, but I've heard of it, yeah.
Cherry Studios is based in the CBD. It's actually very close to where you're staying.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I don't know that was an Australian company,
the art style for that's fucking dope.
Yeah, that's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that was an Australian game, yeah.
Yeah. And they're bringing out another one. But yeah, it's funny as how people just fall into fucking jobs and you just happen to be good at it.
Yeah, well, my dad was a tattooist and he was just like, oh, you want to be an apprentice? And I was like, nah. Like, that shit, honestly, at first I was like, that sounds fucking terrible. Like, I don't want to tattoo people because, like, I'd seen cool tattoos and shit in the past because my dad was tattooing back in the 90s and shit. And obviously he was covered in them. I saw lots of my family members were covered, rah-de-rah. But then when I was growing up, all my friends were getting like these shitty fucking home jobs. Like one of my mates was getting tattooed on like a fucking pool table.
Yeah,
you know, terrible. So like when my dad originally asked the question, "Oh, you want to be a fucking apprentice?" I was like, "No, sounds terrible." And then went to a tattoo expo, meet Nico Atato and shit. He's like the first kind I met Paul Booth and stuff.
Yeah, so I met Paul and Nico at the rights I went to.
Yeah, so that probably would have been around the same time I was sort of getting into it all. Yeah, because I think they used to come over like quite frequently around that time, and that's where I fell into it. Yeah,
Paul Booth,
he's a fucking god, man.
He called me a dickhead on Instagram.
That's probably a compliment.
He fucking I have this thing where I just don't think I just don't fuck with numbing creams.
Okay, yeah, of course.
And I posted a clip and he was like, I don't know if he has a numbing cream out or whatever, but he was just like, who the fuck are you to say that? And I was like, well, like, I got more tattoos than fucking most tattooists. I can say it.
That's crazy that he even saw it. Was that way back?
No, this was like pretty recent.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah. Fuck. It was when I did a podcast with Aaron Shermer, he's like a, you know Sherms?
Yeah.
Sherms?
Yeah, he's a good cunt.
Yeah, he's a fucking legend.
Yeah, he's a good cunt.
I love his tattoo style. It's fun.
Yeah,
I
he's cool.
I
I was
really
meant to tattoo him actually, but yeah, we meant to catch up with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's a very funny fucking dude. But yeah, Paul Booth called me a dickhead.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
No, I met him. I met him once.
Yeah.
I had like a drink with him.
Yeah, he's a good cunt.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
And he's an OG.
Yeah, I fucking oath he is. Yeah, he's like the godfather of like the dark art shit that kind of Radham's is, you know, trying to push and shit now. It's like he was
doing it when it was totally unacceptable.
He like brought it into tattooing, really.
Yeah.
You know, him and Guy Atchison and fucking Aaron Kane and shit. Yeah.
Do you feel like the whole face head tattoo thing in Australia is getting a bit wild now? How accepted it is? Like I've seen kids, bro, with no tattoos, but they'll have their
heads and shit
fucking
done?
head or face done or throat.
I might be a bit biased because I'm in the industry.
I like it. I like the aesthetic. I just think it's fucking wild that an 18-year-old's rolling around with his first tattoo being a fucking.
Oh yeah, if it's a first, then yeah, of course, yeah.
And it's a shit tattoo usually.
If it's shit, yeah. Well, there you go. That's the question I was about to ask. You know, if it's their first, or how bad is it?
No one's getting a good first tattoo. I don't know. I got some fucking real questionable tattoos.
Yeah, my first tattoos, like I thought they were sick at the time.
I got pretty lucky. They're not bad. They're just fucking not tattoos I would ever get now.
Yeah, of course. But that's like the age-old saying, bro. Like, you know. Wait until you're older to get tattooed.
Got some really.
You're gonna regret that shit later.
Got some gay quotes on me. I got some writing.
No, yeah.
But laser's good now. Thank fuck.
Yeah, it's catching up.
Laser's
fucking
good.
hurts though.
Oh, see, I don't agree. I reckon they hurt way less than tattoos.
I've got to get. I don't have to, but I definitely want to. I want to get a bit of laser done so that I can sort of. Bro, if it gets real good, I'll get both my arms lasered and shit, and then start again. That'd be fucking dope.
Your arms look good. They just look like tattoos.
Yeah, they're just dents, eh? There's just a lot going on. I think if I was to go back in time, I'd probably go a bit more like simple and stuff that's going to age a bit better. Bro, my lips are real chat, eh? My bad.
Nah, it's all good.
Fucking walking in the sun the other day. Yeah, I'd go back in time and get something that's like way more aesthetic, I think. Yeah, something that's more simple and ages a bit better because realism, it's a bit hard to age.
So I remember I used to really fucking have a crush on this bitch called Manami Frost back in the day.
Manami Frost, yeah.
I used to have the biggest crush on her, and I'm pretty sure she was the first person I ever seen with like blacked out limbs, and I was like,
it's that Eastern European. I think she's married, or her partner's a Latvian dude. Funny story about that. Actually.
She's an Eastern European princess.
Yeah.
Is he Latvian?
I think so, because like it's crazy how like small the world is in the industry. Like I had a client in New Zealand who's Latvian, and I bought her up because it's Andres. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Andres Strom or whatever. He's like done dark art for years. That's her partner. And my client was like, "Bro, we used to bully the fuck out of that guy at school, right?" I was like, "What's the chances I know this guy who went to school with one of the most famous artists?" You know.
Do you remember that fucking absolute freak of a dude, Lil Swastika? I don't know what he goes by now.
Oh, he's still around, right?
Yeah, he changed his name, obviously, for obvious reasons.
Doesn't he just do those, like, crazy...
He does, like, ayahuasca trips in the jungle and fucking cuts his fingers off and
but he
does
tattoos?
porn. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he does, like, those weird, like...
It's crazy stuff,
like, 6 people will have, like, this one tattoo that when they are in a fucking circle that matches up.
Yeah.
Real weird fucking pieces.
Yeah, I glanced over his stuff years ago when I found him, and it's... pretty fucking crazy. Put them in the same category as those dudes who were doing like that crazy black work shit. You remember those guys that got shut down? Blackout?
Nah.
You don't hear about them?
Blackout?
I think it was like the Blackout or something like that. They would like... the whole point of the process was to inflict as much pain as possible. That was not about doing cool tattoos or whatever.
Oh, really?
It was just to fuck people up. They got shut down. I think they got sued a bunch and stuff.
Yeah, it's not fucking...
same sort of stuff as that little swastika guy, though.
I was drinking... I was fucking blackout drunk on this little island in Greece called Eos.
Okay.
And on the island, there's a massive beach. It's only nightclubs on the island.
Okay, yeah.
And at the bottom, there's on the beach, there's a massive nightclub that's open from like 11 a.m. till 5 p.m.
Yeah.
And there was a tattoo parlor there. And I was covered in tattoos, and I was just hanging out with these tattooists, and they were in fucking Athens and shit. They got dope tattooists.
Yeah,
so
cool.
like fucking Benjamin Lucas fucking is based there now.
Yeah.
I was talking to these tattooists, and this dude who was obviously into like all that suspension. He was a very odd dude.
Yeah.
He was into like body suspension and
that
shit.
stuff trips me out, eh?
He fucking jumped out of a airplane and did suspension off a parachute.
Yeah, of course he did.
But then he showed me
the
this
fuck?
like ceremony he did with Lil Swastika the week before he met me, and he's like, I was with Lil Swastika. He just cut his finger off, and this was like when he cut fucking 2 of his fingers off.
Why?
As a body mod.
That's... Where do you draw the line with this shit, bro? Like,
That's
you know?
why. That's a draw. It brings such a bad vibe to Tattooist.
Yeah. You're like, bro, we're not part of it. He's not one of us, bro.
I don't want to fucking put a needle in my tongue and fucking in my eye. Like the eyes, I can't do it. Bro.
It was like that dude. Fuck, who was it? Dr. Rev. He used to like paint with his own blood and shit.
Oh, fucking weird, dude.
Bro, cool paintings, but just why?
I draw the line at body mods. I'm just not into it at all.
I'm not really into piercings and stuff. Like, I don't mind them on people and shit.
But like, if you want to do it.
Yeah. Personally, on myself, though, I feel like piercings fucking hurt way more than tattoos.
Way more, bro. I got my nose pierced once. Worst pain I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
It fell out. Refused to put it back in.
Yeah. I had my tongue pierced twice.
Fuck that.
Didn't learn the first time.
Terrible.
Took it out the first time because I couldn't eat my fucking sweet sour pork.
Oh, no, it's terrible. I just can't do body. Like, when you see cunts like horns and shit, I'm just like, wow, that's such a fucking bold move. Yeah,
it's crazy. I wouldn't do anything like that. I know a few people who do, though, and they're usually, like, the nicest people, bro.
Yeah, they probably are.
But, like, scary.
Yeah, terrifying.
We had a dude, actually, at Umbra. He guest spotted with us for a little bit, like, last year, at the end of the year. Bastian Blau. I think that's how you pronounce his name. German dude. Dude's, like, full face covered black eyes, everything, bro. Fucking terrifying looking dude, eh?
The eyes fucking get me. I don't know why.
He's a super nice dude, though. Crazy cool work. Doesn't follow a single person online, bro. Like, follows no one. Has hundreds of thousands of followers.
Like Kanye.
Yeah. Bastian Kanye, yeah.
Dude, the eye thing just gets me.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
You can go blind. Like, there's a solid chance
you're
going to lose your vision.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
And it usually fades, and you just kind of look like you're drunk all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely feel like there is a level of, like, going too far. Personally. Like, I'm just like, that's cool you want to do that shit, but I'm not about it.
I really feel like there's a girl from Australia that has like a tongue split. She's got fucking
blue eyes and shit?
Blue eyes.
Yeah.
She does porn.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she's done it with that little swastika guy.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Jesus. Yeah, I know that chick you're talking about. I don't know her name, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I've done some investigating.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Research.
Yeah, I've done some research.
Get her on the pod?
Get her on the pod. As she's got an ass tattoo, but she's got it fucking way deeper than mine, and I was like, fuck, power to you. That would suck.
It's actually like a lot more common than you would think, eh?
Really?
Yeah.
Have you done some booty holes?
Nah, I haven't. I haven't done anything like that. I don't think I've actually tattooed a single... I haven't even gone, like, briefly into the cheeks. I haven't done anything like that, eh? I've actually had a pretty tame career in terms of, like, what I've tattooed and shit, eh? To be honest.
Is it hard to, like, kind of navigate tattooing a female sometimes in certain spots? Like, so because you don't want to obviously make her feel uncomfortable?
Well, luckily, I don't tattoo that many females.
Your style's not very, like, female forward,
Yeah,
really.
like, even when I check my statistics on Instagram and shit, like, who my reach is and stuff, it's like 10% woman.
I'm 99.
Yeah.
99% male listeners.
Yours is? Yeah. So, I haven't tattooed that many females, but honestly, unless they make it awkward, then I'm just doing my job, if that makes sense, you know? Like, they know what they're getting, or, you know, it's like we sort of go through it beforehand and shit, so it's the sort of people who are usually getting, you know, tattoos in those areas or around those areas, they are aware of what's going on. So it's not...
That's why I got the base of my penis at Rights.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I got mystics to do my initials on my cock.
Fucking place,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. Not on it, but like it pretty much goes on it. And I got my initials tattooed, and I got that mystics from
I know mystics.
Brisbane.
Yeah, script artist. He's sick. Yeah,
it's fucking really good.
Yeah. What the fuck made you get that?
I thought it was funny.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Did you chuck it up and tattoo the day and shit?
No.
That would have been fucking hilarious, eh?
No, yeah, he tattooed my stomach, my penis, and I got my left foot done by some dude. It was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Foot tattoos are fucking shit too.
I haven't got my feet done yet.
I used to swell up heaps. I'm hell different now.
Really?
My skin used to be fucking terrible to tattoo.
I wonder what that was, yeah.
It's just used to turn really red. So like,
shit.
But luckily BJ and that tattooed me so often they'd know by how red I go, like how dark the shading generally would be.
Yeah, that's how you go with black and grey, yeah.
Yeah, and I used to fucking just swell up like really swell up like an inch almost.
Did you like spend more time in the sun back then or something or what?
Nah, I don't know. I used to get a lot looser. I don't know if that would fucking like just
been
dehydrated and fucking.
Don't know.
But like, I did not expect the color from Jade and that to stay in as well in my skin because I'm a bit darker. But
yeah, I mean, it stayed in.
in your opinion, worst skin to fucking tattoo? Just dry Australian fucking sunburnt skin. Just
It's pretty bad.
people like leather.
Honestly, I feel like New Zealand has worse skin.
Like the Maoris in general.
Nah, like because the sun is so harsh there, the skin just gets fucking chewed up. Like the sun is what damages the skin the most. You know, like I was in Europe, 2023, and I was like out in the sun a bunch, and I didn't get sunburn at all, man. I'm pale as fuck. Here and
it's very true. I believe we're in an ozone. I don't know how true it is, but there's a hole in the ozone layer, and the sun protrudes more here, and that's why we get so fucking burnt.
Yeah, the UV rating here is like good, like 30-40% higher than over in Europe. And
you can get burned in winter here,
bro. I get burned walking to like IGA.
Yeah,
like 20 minutes, I'm done. But whereas I was in Europe, I wasn't getting burnt at all. So their skin quality in that over there is, you know, significantly better. And then in New Zealand, it's even the sun feels even sharper, even though we don't get much sun over there. So the skin, I feel like, is definitely, in my experience, was worse in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Melbourne has pretty good skin in comparison to like where I was in Perth, because there's just less sun. People are sort of a bit more, I don't know, covered up, I guess. But yeah, worse skin to tattoo. Definitely just really sun damaged, like tradie skin, or anyone who starts getting a bit darker, like Sudanese sort of dark, or bro,
how do you navigate that? How do you tell someone that I can't tattoo? Because
a lot of the times I'll just straight up tell them, because like
your tattoos would not
they don't work.
To them at all.
So I just tell them, and it's not even like it's not even that like the imagery itself won't translate. It's like the darker the skin gets, it tends to take more damage from the needles. It's like it almost scars easier. It's like, it's weird because it's like it can take more damage from the sun, but from like outside sources, you know, cuts and shit, it seems to just take more damage. It's so strange, bro. I'm not a dermatologist, so I have no fucking idea what's going on there. But
I remember I was at Jade when I was getting my arm done last time. You were down as well. I think she was one of the apprentices. She was tattooing a darker dude. Yeah, and she did pretty well. And I was like, fuck, that'd be so hard as an apprentice to like fucking try and do that.
You think you're doing a good job too, and sometimes it can look really good. Like I tattooed this dude, I can't remember where he's from, but quite dark. So I was just like, stuff I would normally do, I was doing it like I wasn't layering as much, or I was putting like less pressure onto it. I thought it was going to be fine, and it came back, and it was just like on the verge of being scarred up, you know. And like, man, I was definitely being more gentle than usual. So yeah, it's a tough one.
It's so annoying when you see people with just that perfect. I got some mates that their tattoos still look like the day they fucking got them.
Super pasty and shit.
Just so pasty, and they just still like look exactly the same. As the
I feel like
day.
girls have like their skin. I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that they generally have thinner skin, like because the top layer of skin is what will, because the ink goes below, you know, and so if the top layer of skin is thicker, that's why it looks more dull. That's why like back pieces over time, especially like the middle lower back, will be a bit more dull, or it takes longer to tattoo because like it's harder to saturate. So if people have generally thicker skin, the tattoos just look more dull in general because you're looking through more skin to see it. You know,
tattooing has to be the hardest form of fucking art. Like to nail.
Be fucking up there, yeah.
It has to be. I tried fucking when we were in the parlour one day and we were drunk as, and then mate was getting tattooed. And I was like, and he was like, do you want to draw a line? Do you want to try and draw a line? Yeah. And I was like, I'll try and fucking draw a line. But I've gotten tattooed 100 times.
Yeah, I can do this, yeah.
Fucking bro, you can't, getting the needle straight, like even just doing a straight line and not pushing. I didn't know that you could push it in too hard.
Yeah,
Like you can push it in too hard, you can push it in not far enough.
Yeah, there's a sweet spot.
It's weird.
And it's different on like every area of the body. And then it's like determined by that person's genetics too, like how their skin is.
And obviously if they're the percentage of body fat they have, and fucking this probably comes into play. Like,
tattooing people with like dad bods is the best, man, because like they got nice flat surfaces to tattoo, right? And the image is just like you don't have to fuck around with like contours and shit.
Like
it's the best, bro.
A body be like a jacked fucking swole motherfucker.
Absolute worst.
Terrible.
Bro. Yeah, it is. Like you're trying to put like a fucking face on their shoulder, and it's got like a cliff, you know, the shoulder's like completely capped and shit, and you're like, bro, I can't put a fucking face on this, man. It's like a triangle.
Yeah, it's fucking. It'd be so many different. Just every single person.
Yeah,
and then you get people with bad skin.
Oh, 100%.
Like acne or had acne back in the day, and then they got all the scarrings and shit.
Yeah, it's weird because like there's definitely categories of skin, you know, like this person has like this sort of grade or whatever the fuck. But then there's like, it all varies in between that as well. It is tough.
Is there like a proper substitute now that's like, I don't know what people use now, like for apprentices?
They're getting better. I think now they use like silicone and shit, but it doesn't feel anything like skin.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel,
well, it doesn't fucking move and twitch.
It's just so much, like, the resistance you get of the needles is so much greater that like you got to push way harder. It's harder. It's harder to tattoo.
Shit work.
I tattooed pig skin once and it was fucking disgusting. I had an apprentice briefly years ago and I was like, yeah, we'll do some like tattoo some pig skin and shit. Fucking disgusting, bro. Smelled like ass, like
slimy.
But that would be the closest for sure. But even then, it's still, I mean, it's dead. So it's not bleeding, it's not swelling. It's just like, bro, it's gross.
Bro, back in the day at a parlor, when I was like 18 and I was getting my first tattoos, this parlor used to just tattoo homeless cunts for free.
Why? For practice?
In Port Adelaide, yeah. Jesus. There was just homeless dudes everywhere rolling around with fucking bodysuits, dude.
I mean, fuck.
Apprentices would just pick them up, tattoo them for free.
Jesus. Not a bad way to get some fucking hours on, bro. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck. In this economy, bro.
You got to do it.
That could be the one, eh?
You get people dressed up homeless outside the parlor.
Not many pale fucking homeless people, though, in this fucking
well, I can't imagine they'd have the best like skin and stuff, but you got to do what you got to do.
It'd be like proper practice skin, yeah.
Is Melbourne one of your favourite places you've been to? Like, do you like that there now as your base?
Yeah, man. I think
just the level of skill would make you level up fucking so much in that parlour.
Oh, in that regard, yeah. I feel like everyone has everyone realizes that Melbourne's probably like the tattoo hub at the moment. Has been for quite a while, like the highest concentration of just like raw talent, I think, for sure. And it's a livable city, man. I love it. I love Melbourne, bro. It's fucking sick. I like it.
It's just so, I don't know, I find it expensive, but you said fucking, you reckon Adelaide's more expensive.
Well, I'm just going on what I've seen, yeah, statistics and shit. Apparently Adelaide is just creeping up. But I tattoo a dude who's in finance and he's saying like, people are losing money on their properties and shit in Melbourne, you know? It's like the only state to go backwards.
It's just because it was so fucking expensive so early.
I think so, yeah.
To buy in Melbourne, fucking wild. Like an apartment in the CBD costs you $800,000 for just...
Bro, way more. Now you're looking at triple that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it'll be a fucking shoebox.
Yeah.
You know? But, like, I mean, I wasn't really around then. Perth's always been a lot cheaper, which is why I moved there in the first place from New Zealand. It was because it was like, you get a house that was sick, bro, out in the suburbs. People will call it the hood, and I was like, bro, this is fucking nice. But like $400 a week would be expensive. You get like a full family house, you know?
So this house here cost me $300,000 back in the day.
Shit.
Like 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now it would only be worth like $750 now.
Only?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's good though.
Oh, it's good, but like it's still affordable for like people if they wanted to buy a house.
100%, yeah. And it's not too far from everything, you know?
That was the longest it's taken me to get to the city from here in ages.
I was like, where's this car taking me, bro?
Yeah. Drive.
So it was 20 minutes, bro.
Driving a narrow court.
Yeah. Just headed to Mount Gambier for the night, bro. Yeah. Yeah, no, Melbourne's good. I like Melbourne. It's it gets fucking cold though. I didn't expect it to be as cold as it is. I was like, bro, I grew up in New Zealand, out in Christchurch, man, I'll be sweet, right.
Melbourne gets fucking miserable.
I was not ready, you know. Bought a North Face jacket and everything, bro. I was rocking that everywhere.
Is the rain a shitload in New Zealand?
Oh yeah.
Rains heaps.
Yeah, rains
snows.
Yeah, down south it snows. Yeah.
No, in Christchurch.
It does, but Christchurch is sea level, so it doesn't really snow sea level too often. If it does, man, it's probably a bad sign. But yeah, we got a bit of snow. I remember walking to the bus to go to school and shit. It'd be snowing and stuff. Yeah.
And do you have like a avenue where you go for inspiration for your tattoos, or does it come held natural now because you've been doing that style for a fair chunk now? Do you watch like fucking a lot of like anime, Japanesey kind of?
I used to. I grew up on that shit back before it was like cool to be a fucking weeb and shit. I was definitely into anime, Dragon Ball Z and stuff.
It's cool again now.
Yeah, it's getting cool now. Yeah, I used to get picked on for it at school and shit, and it was like now it's like
back.
Yeah, it's way back, which is cool to see. But as far as inspiration, man, I get inspired by so many different styles and like different artists, man, on like a regular basis that I honestly find it really hard to sit down and like do the same thing consistently, which is probably my biggest downfall, I think, with like me tattooing and shit. Because you scroll through my page and like you only have to go back like 4 or 5 scrolls, and it's like the imagery is really different. I think it still has like a theme of being quite dark themed, I guess. But otherwise, yeah, I think I get inspired by too much.
I've never actually like deep dive down your page. I always just see your posts.
Yeah,
but I can't get it up here.
Yeah, yeah, I get inspired too easily. I think, especially like right now while it's quiet in the fucking industry, and I've got a lot more downtime to design and stuff. It's like,
yeah, tattooing's not as like easy to get clientele as it was.
Oh no, absolutely not. But in some places it is though. Like I don't have a hard time booking out here in
Adelaide.
In Adelaide, like Adelaide is a lot easier, I find. I've always had sort of.
So for everyone who wants to go have a sus, it's KIZM _ with a Z on Instagram. They can see this up here though. Yeah, see, I just like this shit. I like little fillers. I've always liked little gap fillers like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like,
dope.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like, I feel like the style changes a bunch.
That's fucking dope.
The Carly.
Yeah.
Everyone liked that, eh? Yeah.
That's fucking dope.
Everyone loved that.
The blue with the red.
Yeah, I thought I'd change it up a little bit. But then I also
slate
like,
taken?
yeah, the vessel. So like, I love doing portraits, man. Portraits. If I could do portraits every day, I'd be stoked, you know. But I just never really get asked for them too often. But also don't, post them too often.
Fucking dope handbanger.
Yeah, that guy had terrible skin, eh?
Really?
Sick tattoo, but yeah, he had the old tradie hand.
Hands would be terrible in general.
Stone hands. So like, see already, you can see it's different, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I can. I do like when you fuck with blues though.
Yeah, blues are fun.
And purples.
That actually healed up pretty good, that piece, eh? I saw that like 2 months ago.
That's fucking sick.
The portrait?
Yeah, bro.
Man, like I said before, I love doing portraits.
Fucking, Kiss.
That guy got a whole leg of Kiss. I don't know the names of the members. You can kind of just see it off
Stanley.
To the left. Yeah. There's like another portrait. And then I did, I think I might have posted it a little bit further down. There's like, on the other side, there's like the main guy. I can't remember his fucking name.
And those are opaques.
Yeah, so that's like a lot of white. That was actually a pretty good example of like how white can heal.
Yeah.
Because that's all white in his skin there, yeah. Yeah, I was pretty stoked with that, eh? Yeah, I got to hit that guy back up, actually, man. Get him back in there, eh?
So yeah, you do good like full color portraits.
Bro, they're good fun, and I find them a lot less like stressful than having to design something, you know, from scratch. Because it's like all I'm doing is copying a picture from, you know, paper to skin.
See, I like this kind of shit here, where it's a portrait, but it's got like a little bit something funky on it.
Yeah, I was doing that for a little bit. That chest piece, like the Jesus getting tattooed, man, that's probably one of my favorite pieces I've done. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that guy was an animal, bro. That kind of like just...
that's fucking all tattoo.
Yeah, that guy just... And that like, I tattooed it like that stencil. So, bro, when I'd finished tattooing, he's like, you going to finish this? Because he thought it was like still the stencil, you know, on there. But I tattooed it like that.
So that's tattoo.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick. I thought that just was unfinished.
Yeah, no, that's how I tattooed on him. Because he's getting tattooed, you know. Jesus is getting some pieces there,
That looks mad.
That guy, bro, I tattooed him. That was 3 days in a row. That kind of like just got out of hospital. He got jumped coming out of Northbridge. Ended up in hospital, bro. A few days before they like rid off his car, man. You know, got arrested.
The worst 3 days.
He's still turned up, man, and sat for 3 days, bro. That guy's a fucking legend.
Sick.
This is all COVID right here because I started doing some commissions and shit.
That's fucking nice. Have you fucked around with like AI for
like references and shit?
References?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's a good tool to get images, you know.
I love that.
Yeah,
I like the sticker shit going on. There's a dude that does like the threads, like threaded, like sewing shit.
Yeah, that stuff's cool. Yeah,
it's pretty cool. It's pretty niche.
Super niche, yeah. But man, they take so long, bro. Like that's like a whole fucking day right there, you know.
Really,
like, that's so much time, bro. Yeah. But I think AI's I think regards to tattooing,
for references
is incredible killer. Because like it's no different than what we were doing, you know, before AI was a thing, where we were just grabbing images that people had taken photos of, you know.
Well, and this gorilla was fucking AI.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty good at doing animals and stuff because it doesn't have to be like as precise, essentially.
Well, and you can get it on you more just use it for the angles because it's hard to get fucking certain angles of animals.
Because unless someone's out there taking photos of them, bro, like everyone, all the Bali artists have done every lion and wolf, you know.
They've done
it to death.
don't get me started on these
Yeah, yeah.
Bali. They did good on them. They're all fucking really good. Like
Yeah,
a lot of them
yeah,
are
are
really
they?
good. Oh, some like there's some of them like that they work. Very,
Some of them are good. Yeah, their work ethic.
They work
sick.
very fucking quick. They doing fucking 7 tattoos a fucking week.
Yeah, I don't want to bash them because I don't really understand their circumstances. But
Yeah.
in terms of like,
Apparently it's not even that.
ethics?
Apparently it's not even that cheap anymore.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like they're charging like $1,000 a day, like 1,100 a day.
People are like, bro, I just want to get a holiday and go to fucking Bali, get a tattoo. It's like, what the fuck? Holiday and tattoos don't go on the same sentence.
I couldn't think of anything worse than traveling somewhere to get a tattoo.
Yeah, especially when you can't drink the fucking water. What are you doing, washing your tattoo?
And you're having like a fucking shower,
Yeah.
and you got to worry about barley water getting in your fucking tattoo.
Yeah, no, I'm not about it, man. Like, I've never been to Bali personally. I think I would absolutely. I don't think I would enjoy it too much.
I don't. Southeast Asia interests me. Just Bali in general. Indonesia does. Bali doesn't.
Yeah, Bali just.
It's a tourist trap. The whole
100%.
country.
I feel like they would not. I don't think they'd like Aussies, bro.
Oh, they pretend they do.
Exactly.
We
Like,
bring the money.
it's like when you go over to like Spain or something, you know. It's like they don't like the Poms because the Poms go there and they use it. Sorry, the British, they use it as like that's their Bali to us.
Yeah.
So like when I was over there, they had to say like, "Yo, I'm from Australia,"
That's like in
and then they treat you completely differently.
in parts of Greece and shit. They fucking hate English people.
Yeah, because they use it as their party.
Well, they go there in their school holidays and shit, and they just fucking torment the locals for fucking 3 weeks.
Yeah, and they have no respect. So yeah, I feel like Bali would be like that, and I don't think I'd enjoy it, to be honest.
Have you been to Japan?
No,
Fuck, man.
I've only been to New Zealand, Australia, and then a tiny little bit of Europe.
Japan's fucking the spot.
Yeah, it would be.
Japan is the spot. If you could get a guest spot there, that tattooing culture over there now, because it's legal,
Yeah,
is fucking insane.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
It's just some of the blokes over there now. Just have you seen that Holly Tomo?
I might have seen their work. I don't. In the last few years, I've been like really ignorant, I guess, for like who like catching names of people.
This
But
bloke
obviously,
here
I still see a lot of work.
his tattoos are so distinct, like very dark. I reckon you really fucking like his style. I reckon you would have seen him before.
Did you catch the UFC? I see the UFC was on there. Did you catch UFC on the weekend?
Yeah, I watched it. I did a live stream for it.
Oh, sick! Yeah, I missed it. Man, the last couple I haven't caught up with, but typically I'm always on it.
Are you you're an MMA fan?
Fuck yeah.
This cunt here, bro. He's fucking insane.
Oh, in Japanese.
Japanese.
What the fuck's
I don't know what's going on there.
It's a sticker.
I don't know what that was.
Bro, that would trip
Is
me
this
out, bro.
is this his thing? Yeah.
Oh yeah, big,
Just
big, dark, yeah.
big fucking panels, just dark
I
panels.
don't know if that's black and grey or it's just really desaturated images. Yeah, it might even be opaques, to be honest.
I have no idea, but his stuff is all like that. It's just massive and dark.
I'd like to see it in person to see if it's actually opaques though, because like what you're seeing there is, I'm not trying to knock the guy, but like that sort of what that looks like now, it's like unless that's opaques and the guy has like crystal clear skin,
Yeah,
bro, it's just not looking like that at all.
that
eh?
might give a better kind of. Actually, wait up.
Yeah, cool. Almost reminds me of like Demantis Pavanis. I saw, yeah, it looks like he does black and grey and just desaturates it, yeah.
Yeah, you'd look at tattoos so different to other. So you haven't seen any of the card?
Nah,
Of the UFC card?
I've seen Yeri's fight like briefly. I've seen obviously Marab, and then
The main card was good. The prelims had some good fights.
I knew Yeri was going to win that.
I thought Yuri was going to win. I don't know why people thought Jamal
Otherwise,
was going to fucking
Jamal's a
kill him. I fucking hate Jamal.
I think Jamal honestly was.
got lucky.
Yeah, he got gifted that shit.
He got very lucky with his-
Yuri's the man, bro. I love that. That guy is fucking awesome.
He's good.
You see, fucking Dan Hooker versus Gaethje just got announced.
Yeah, 313.
Whoa.
It's the
313.
It's the undercard of Pereira and Ankalaev. It's the co-main for that fight.
Who you got, Gaethje or Hooker?
Hooker.
Really?
Hooker's on such an uptick right now, and Gaethje's just fucking all of those wars are just gonna fucking come crumbling one day.
Gaethje's my favorite fighter, and obviously
So fun to watch.
I
dude.
love. It took me a while to like come to that decision. Like he's my favorite.
Yeah.
Because like bro, he's not a single fight that he's in where it's not just a banger.
Charles Oliveira's mine.
Yeah?
Charles,
yeah,
I love watching it. Just any fight he's in is just a car accident.
You know what's crazy about him is that, like, it looked like he was going on a downward trend,
and then
now he's just straight back up, bro, and he's killing it. Yeah, his last fight was sick, bro.
It's just so fun, bro. And even when he's about to get knocked out, it's like, oh my God, he's going to win still.
Yeah.
He's the only fighter in the UFC that if you'd fucking punch him and knock him down and he's almost knocked out, you
don't follow him.
Yeah, don't follow him down there because he'll fucking just kill you.
Yeah, I thought Gaethje was going to smoke him, but he just fell into the trap, bro. That's the problem with Gaethje. I find, like, he
used to. He's a lot smarter now.
Yeah, after the Ferguson fight, that was a fucking destruction, bro.
That was terrible to watch.
Oh, it was horrible. I felt real bad in that fight because of the whole, like, arena was empty.
You literally seen the CTE start going in. Like, that was the first time.
Every punch, bro. A couple of years.
First time I've ever seen like CTE physically get worse during a fight.
Yeah. It was
wild.
Yeah, Gaethje fucked Ferguson up.
I really liked I actually really enjoyed the MMA during COVID.
Same, it was good.
I liked it was interesting. It was very different with
I wish they went along with that Fight Island, man. It was just like this big tournament, like Mortal Kombat shit.
I liked it.
Bro, would have been sick.
I liked that you could hear the punches. I liked that you could hear I loved that you could hear, like, the corners.
Yeah.
Like,
everything was raw. Everything felt real raw, you know?
It was a real different
Atmosphere.
Well,
it felt awesome, yeah.
It's obviously better with fans when there's screaming and shit. I'm sure a lot of the fighters preferred it with no crowd.
Gaethje definitely did.
Yeah, it's just less pressure.
I think he gets excited by the crowd. So then, like, he falls into these traps, or you know what I mean? Because, like, that Ferguson fight, bro, if he'd fought like Khabib like that, or like Oliveira like that,
would have been a better fight.
Would have been a way better fight, you know?
Yeah.
But he gets excited, and then he gets over with.
Yeah.
I can see Dan Hooker winning that fight, honestly, because he's a fucking warrior.
He's got some nice tattoos now too. Tattooed Dan Hooker, man. He's fucking looking good.
Yeah, you add that one to the list, eh?
He's
Sea-level Kane and shit.
Sea-level Kane, tattooed Hooker. He looks fucking good, man.
Yeah.
Fucking back tattoo Volkov.
Oh, yeah? Has he got a back tattoo now?
He got a cover-up. It's one of the best fucking cover-ups I've ever seen.
Shit. I wonder who's doing it for him.
I don't know. Me and
Josh.
Jaden were talking about it, actually. Whereas Alexander...
Yeah, that... I can see Gaethje... Oh, but, you know, Dan Hooker does get hit, though, man.
Yeah, I think that's a very interesting fight.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a fucking sick for a cover-up. I think... Wait, is that it?
Wait, Alexander Volkov? Or are you talking about Volkanovski?
Nah, Volkov.
Oh, word. Yeah, that is cool.
It's a cover-up.
Yeah.
I fuck with that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm really into Jap now. I want my left arm to be Japanese.
Yeah, Japanese is really cool style. I used to not like it as much, and now I've like really, as I've gotten older and matured a bit, I can see why it's.
Do you like trad more now? I still don't love trad, but I respect it way more than I used to. Clean trad work is just nice, crispy lines.
I don't like. No, not to say that I don't like it, but I prefer trad that's not like trad. Like, because you got the trad that's like, oh, we do it with one fucking line.
Yeah.
One size liner, you got 3 colours, and anything outside of that is not trad.
More modernised trad.
Yeah.
I also like when tattoos flow well. I hate sticker tattoos. Like, I don't like when people just
pasted. Yeah. I don't mind. It can look good on some people, I think.
Yeah, if you're into hardcore music and you fucking...
Yeah. I feel like it can look good on females too.
Yeah, but on females it can look very good.
Yeah. But otherwise, I definitely prefer more flow, which is why Japanese just is king. You know,
it's
and
fucking good,
same as bio. That's why I sort of ventured away from doing bio and more organic stuff for so long, and now I'm kind of coming back around a little bit. And Japanese bio, that sort of stuff's just made for the body.
Have you tattooed anyone like of note, like fame wise?
Not really.
No,
I've tattooed like some like old models and stuff. Nah, not really. I mean, fuck, have I? I don't think so.
It's so weird when you see all of these rich people with shit tattoos. It just baffles me.
Well, man, that's how they're rich. They don't fucking spend any money.
Yeah, but like...
And they're apparently really hard to fucking work with.
I imagine it would also be hard for a celebrity to fucking book in, like, inside themselves, their ego. They physically wouldn't be able to, like, have a waiting list of...
Yeah.
You know,
there's also that whole thing of, like... Because, like... you're into tattoos, obviously, and like I'm into tattoos, so we understand how the industry works. But outside of us, like not many, like the public is like very ignorant and onto how things work.
They don't want to wait 3 months.
Or they just
6
don't
months.
understand that's what happens. Or like, I mean, bro, I get people that complain that they don't see a fucking design 6 months ahead of time.
I was just going to say they want you to send them the design 4 months before.
Yeah, and they haven't even like paid a deposit.
I can see, if it was my first tattoos and shit again though.
I can
see
that.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
I can see why.
Yeah, 100%.
But it would be very fucking annoying.
Yeah, so then you've got like the people who are these stars who have that mentality, and they're used to getting whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
So man, I can imagine it being hard work.
For the right person, would you bump them ahead of the line if you had like a 3-month books done?
Like it depends for what it was. Yeah.
What's your like? Are you into what music are you into and shit?
I listen to a bit of everything.
Everything.
Honestly, yeah. Depending on what if I'm at the gym and shit, it'd be like death metal.
Yeah.
But if I'm tattooing and stuff, drum and bass is good.
Alex
Hip-hop.
Terrible has fucking good tattoos.
Yeah, Russian
Alex
dude.
Terrible
Yeah.
has pretty good tattoos.
I haven't seen his tattoos. I
He's
know
got pretty
who
good.
he is, but yeah.
He's got fairly good tattoos.
I heard like back to like tattooing the stars thing. I heard like Nico Tato tattooed Diddy. He's probably fucking taking that down now, but he used gold needles, man. Or at least Diddy wanted some gold needles, like
It's
custom made and
so
shit. It's like,
dumb.
bro. They just dull off and be fucking useless within a minute.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
What machine are you using?
I'm actually bouncing around at the moment. I was using the Ink Machine's Cobra for a bit, and then just went to some like Vlad Blood. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it.
So
Vlad Blood.
Inkjector's not really like big in the scene anymore.
They're big still. A lot of people, like a lot of the boys in that use them. I've got one, and I started on them, but
Is it just feel and preference?
yeah, I'm not a fan of their wireless machine. It's just like so big and bulky. It just feels like I'm wielding a fucking sword or something. Like it's so big. You look at it, it's like you compare it to another machine, and it looks like a battleship, bro. Like they work nice, like functionally they're great, but like the form factor is terrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't used the injector for a little bit, good 2 years or so.
And then you see some people like blackout artists, and they're using those fucking 24 mag.
Yeah. Oh, bigger than that.
and
Yeah, bro.
shit.
Yeah. Some of them would be using some big boys. Yeah. I don't think like many of those rotaries can really push. Some of them can, some specialized ones.
It just confuses me as to why that kind of tattoo would be hard to do, but it is apparently.
Blackout?
Yeah, apparently it's actually pretty hard.
Yeah, packing consistent black over large areas is hard.
To me, like in my head though, not being a tattooist, it's just like, oh, you just got to literally color it in.
Yeah,
Like, it seems like it would be the simplest form of tattooing.
I feel like you can easily overanalyze it and then just make it more complicated than it is, and then you end up just fucking it up.
But there's a nice sweet middle ground where it's
100%,
like you got to
yeah.
take it seriously, but don't fucking think you're
Yeah, yeah.
painting the fucking Mona Lisa.
Yeah. Just blast it through. Yeah.
There's a couple really good girl tattooists that are good at blackout tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one in Adelaide. Can't remember her name, but she just did one of my friend's arms.
Yeah.
And her tattoo's like it's none. You can tell when someone's got a botchy fucking blackout job.
Yeah, 'cause it's
like
just
you said,
patchy.
it's
Yeah,
patchy.
yeah.
There's like greys over here, and then there's solid black here.
Yeah. Some areas of the body though will need like a little bit, like maybe a second pass and shit. And it is hard to get like a huge amount of coverage consistent black. Way harder than you'd expect. Yeah.
Would you get any blackout done?
Bro, I've been considering it a lot, eh?
On the art. So the girl that I know that got it, she wanted to get a cover up, but some of her tattoos weren't that shit.
Yeah.
So she got blackouts all around the tattoos.
Yeah.
She didn't want visible.
Yeah.
And it looks fucking dope.
Yeah. I actually saw a girl getting that exactly done.
It
when I was
looks
in Perth last year. It looks good.
fucking sick.
Yeah, it does.
It just makes those tattoos really stand out.
Yeah. I think I've like gotten more and more. Like I've started to enjoy blackout tattoos more and more. I don't even know why, man.
Same here. I really want my ribs done.
Just black.
Nah, yeah, black, but like maybe just like fucking like as if someone's paintbrushed like
Okay,
three
yeah.
strip,
Almost like polka shit,
just
yeah.
like 3 stripes of fucking just solid black.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the sort of stuff I've been trying to. Well, not trying to. I've been designing a bit lately. Is like just big, aesthetically pleasing black chunks. you
White
know?
people tribal.
Yeah, white people tribal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much millennial tribal, if you would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah, I really want my ribs done, but I want it more like a paintbrush. I don't want it to just be like a solid, perfect line.
Yeah.
I want it to be kind of like someone's literally
It's got some actual
scratched it out.
Yeah. It's got some little bit of flow in that to it too. Yeah.
Yeah, if you could mix some fucking bread, if you could make it like your own kind of thing, but then I guess that's kind of just trash polka.
It is just
isn't
trash polka, yeah.
Yeah.
There are definitely ways I've been exploring of like making it my own and stuff, but not anything that I would say is like completely unique and hasn't been done. But there's definitely like, I do feel like there's ways you can make it a little bit more unique just by playing with certain shapes and shit. It might sound completely retarded to you, but yeah.
Shapes?
No, just like, because obviously you got like, everything's already been done, you know, in terms of like styles and stuff, so you can only sort of change things up to a certain degree, I feel like. And I can see within black work that I can probably carve out some sort of niche look, you know. But I'm still playing around with ideas and stuff, and I got to get some clients too.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
get someone to test this shit up.
yeah. Like, bro, have you got like a full body spare? Like, you know, just give us your torso. Like, yeah, it's hard.
I haven't been obviously involved heaps in the tattoo scene for ages because I wasn't getting tattooed. Who is like the fucking man these days? Because back when I was getting tattooed, it was Nico. He was the fucking man. But I feel like everyone's kind of caught up to that kind of level now. Like, that's not...
I don't know, man. Like, in terms of like realism,
just in general in tattooing, who's the fucking man these days?
I think the guy who has been the man since before, during, and after Nico, it'd be like Dimitri Samahin. Have you seen his work?
Never heard of him.
Bro, this guy has
Instagram?
Yeah, bro. This guy is like the realism.
Dimitri, is that Russian?
I think he might be
D-I?
Ukraine.
Or D-E?
Type in SAMOHIN. Dimitri, that guy, bro. Yeah, this guy's been the man for like literally decades, man.
Just chuck this up.
He is
clean.
He is fucking crazy. I think he might be from the Ukraine, or he's from somewhere around there, man. But like, he's been doing this for like since before I started tattooing. He's been the man.
That good,
man. He is awesome, yeah.
I have some fucking women that I follow.
Yeah.
And their styles are... There's one that I follow and she loves tattooing those hairless cats, the Sphinx cats.
Okay, yeah.
In colour.
Yeah.
And her style's like real fucking like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas-ish. Fucking weird. I can't remember.
Oh, I think I might know the one you're on about, actually.
Yeah, and her tattoos, they all got like a cartoony but real realism, ultra realistic elements to them, and there's lots of colour and shit going on. There's just some tattooists now are just fucking freaks.
Oh, that back piece, bro. Like,
but if you've been doing that,
like, what the fuck? That's a lot of that's healed, you know.
People also don't understand that. People who don't get tattoos don't understand all of these tattoos. A lot of like 80% of the tattoos you see on Insta, a lot of them aren't going to look like that in 6 months. 100%.
No, this guy has been. If you were to ask me who I think the best in the world at realism is, it would be this guy. Doesn't even look like he's got any fucking tattoos, bro.
A lot? No, he doesn't.
This guy. He's been the man for a minute, eh? Yeah.
I thought that was just a random picture of Elon.
He's crazy good. Who else is the man at the moment? Honestly, it feels like at the moment there's like so many more.
It's just hard, dude. I see some fucking...
I really haven't been keeping up in a while.
I see fucking dudes from Eastern Europe with 2,000 followers that are
crazy.
That are better than most tattooists I've ever seen in my life.
There's some of them will just come out of nowhere. You're like, bro, this guy's an apprentice, and I'm like, bro, I should quit.
But it's like like Jace Holden from
Yeah, he's getting there.
He's fucking...
Yeah. I don't know how long he's been tattooing now, but yeah, he's
not long enough to be that good.
Yeah, he's getting good. Yeah.
He's a freak.
Yeah, he's in the right studio for it.
He's really good. He's good at what he does.
Yeah.
He's very good at it. And I didn't even know he's still an apprentice, yeah?
Nah.
Isn't he?
No.
Or he's like, hasn't been tattooing fucking that long.
I'm not too sure. I think he's been tattooing for 4 or 5 years or something like that.
But
I remember meeting him years ago before he was even tattooing. He was getting tattooed by Steve Butcher and Ben Lucas back in like 2016 or something.
See, that's who I want to get tattooed by.
Who's that?
Lucas.
Lucas is cool.
I really want to get tattooed by him.
I wanted to get a lot more work by him. I got my hand done by him, but
in my opinion, he's fucking my favourite tattooist.
He's one of my
out
favorites.
Of Australia.
Yeah. He's one of my favorites.
I watched a fucking like a fucking 2-hour tutorial on how he tattoos gag balls, dude. He has a whole tutorial system of how to tattoo fucking gag balls.
Was that like a DVD thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that.
I watched
shit
it.
music in the background? Yeah, bro. Yeah. I know the exact one.
Yeah. He's so good, and I
Yeah.
love his fucking real
He's so fast, man.
BDSM-y fucking
Yeah.
weird
Oh, yeah.
style.
I feel like there was a few other artists pushing that sort of stuff before him, but he
Excelled.
really pushed it, I feel like.
He's
you know?
very good.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah,
He-
he's so fucking quick too.
He's
Man,
in
bro,
Australia
he
at the
hurts.
moment.
He hurts so much to get tattooed by, bro.
Does he? Have you
Yeah.
been tattooed by him?
Yeah, I got my hand done by him.
Which one?
My right hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got a skull.
Yeah, I got one of his skulls with the script, bro.
I'd love to know how much he sells his commission pieces for.
Oh, I saw one actually.
It'd be ungodly, I imagine.
I saw one on sale actually in Melbourne at a gallery. I can't remember the price on it.
I'd love a good fucking piece, dude. I've got so many cool pieces of artwork in my house
Yeah?
from dudes, yeah.
What are you gonna do with them? Just wait till you got it.
No, I just hang them. I just
Yeah.
like hanging them. I got mural artists, graffiti artists.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
like a lot of people that come on the podcast will like give me a memory to fucking put up there.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
one dude I had on stole a stop sign that he
Yeah, sick.
after he blasted a train and he
Yeah.
graffitied on the stop sign for me.
Yeah, rad.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I do like collecting a little bit of art though. I don't reckon I'd be able to afford a Ben Lucas piece right now.
It might not be it might not be as expensive as you think. I've actually got one of his like one of three.
I'd pay $2,000.
I think I paid. I can't remember what I paid for it, but I bought one of his. It's like a framed pair of bolt cutters, like Keys to the City.
I've seen that.
Yeah, so I got one of them. I can't remember what I paid for it, but he only made 3 of them.
There's a difference between having an original as well and a print. It's just
Oh,
more,
100%,
it's way
yeah.
more special.
Yeah.
Like I got some real cool prints in there. I actually got some prints from Stu Pagden.
Yeah, yeah.
From Adelaide. I got some fucking his prints were on sale recently and I copped a couple. Such
Yeah.
good quality.
Yeah,
He uses,
cool.
like that real thick,
Yeah.
nice grainy
Art paper, yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
But there's such a difference between having like an actual piece in like I don't know if you're into it. If,
Yeah,
if
of course,
you're not,
yeah.
then it's just
no,
a
it's
fucking,
definitely There's no substitute for it.
like
Yeah,
walking into fucking Fallen Muse. Pwah,
yeah,
bro.
sicko. Yeah.
Fucking, it's like a museum. It's like an art museum. It's like Grim Raptor was back in.
Fallen Museum,
Did
yeah.
you ever go to Grim Raptor?
Yeah. I was gonna. I worked there a couple times, and I was gonna move to Adelaide and work there.
They had fucking the original scripts from like.
Horror movies
Horror
and shit.
movies
yeah,
and
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, they had heaps of cool shit in there, man. That's a shame that place went down, man. Honestly.
Yeah, it's a shame, but fucking, it looked like a very expensive place to run.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, especially. Yeah.
Had fucking $1 million worth of fucking art in there.
Yeah. I don't know. I wonder what even happened with all that.
I wouldn't want to talk out of turn. Just from what I can see on social media, it looks like Bummer didn't have his best years coming. But I don't know. It looks like he's doing better now.
He's in Perth now.
I believe so.
I want to go hit him up when I'm there because I've messaged him. He hasn't fucking.
Bummer is one of the best tattooists I've ever seen in his prime.
100%.
I haven't seen much of his work now. I don't know what he's doing now, but in his prime, Bummer
100%.
100% was one of the best color tattoo artists I've ever seen.
Bro, he was like possibly the most talented fucking tattooist I've ever seen in my life.
I have some friends that have pieces from him,
Mm-hmm.
and they still look fucking just as good as
Yeah.
the day he did him. He was just so good at it.
Yeah.
I never heard of pieces of his like getting infected and fucked up like you hear with some really good tattoo artists and shit. Like,
Yeah, his stuff was crazy, man. It was
So smooth.
And it came out of nowhere too. Like he has no art background.
I didn't even know that was possible with tattoos.
Yeah, he's
like,
fucking nuts.
You'd see like pictures of like Nico Hurtado's tattoos online, and you'd be like, "Is that even fucking real?" And then you
Yeah,
see
yeah.
this dude in fucking Mount fucking Barker's
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
it.
And he's like fucking taking a photo of it in the alleyway, just slap some shit on a fucking iPhone 6 or something, you
Yeah.
know? Like, yeah. Actually, probably, I tattooed Bummer. That's probably like the most famous, I guess.
You tattooed him?
Yeah, I tattooed him years ago when I guest spot. I tattooed his a portrait of his ex-partner on him.
I'd love to get fucking Bummer on the pod.
Good luck.
God, yeah, good
He's
luck.
in Perth. He lives in Perth.
He
now.
lives in Perth
Yeah.
now because I believe he was in Port Lincoln
Yeah.
briefly, and now he's in Perth.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully he's doing fucking good, man. He's fucking great tattooist, great artist.
I think he might be doing better now,
yeah,
but I don't know. I can't be on that.
yeah, it's fucking hard. It's a hard lifestyle, man. That kind of shit gets a lot of people. Just that it's a fucking, for some reason, tattooists and fucking
you
certain
got no boss.
lifestyles. You got no boss. You got like this indisposable fucking just. Some tattooists are just earning a fucking insane
Yeah.
and it's. The thing is, it's a guaranteed income because you're booked out for fucking 3 months.
Yeah.
All of those cunts have paid a deposit. You've just gotten this influx of fucking 30 grand out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you're
yeah.
supposed to make that last you
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
till you're tattooing
Yeah.
them. But
And you feel like it's going to last forever.
and then you get and,
And then you get lazy, bro, and then
Yeah.
it doesn't last forever, and then you're like, what am I doing?
Yeah, it's a hard lifestyle, and it's not good for, like, a lot of people. Surprisingly, I've never really met heaps of social tattooists that are held good with the attention.
Yeah,
Like, tattooists in general are very fucking introverted people, usually.
Yeah, I find a lot of the newer tattooists that are coming through are the opposite.
That's just younger kids,
Yeah,
though, in
yeah,
general.
yeah.
Like, try and get fucking 7 words out of Troy.
Yeah. 7 words that you can hear.
Yeah, he's just such a sweet,
Yeah.
gentle, humble man.
Yeah, that man's a fucking killer too, bro.
He's fucking wild.
Yeah, he's so good.
He just walks into a convention. They just give him medals.
Yeah, they might as well just give him it for the whole 3 days, bro.
Yeah,
It's almost annoying. You know, like, fucking just, Troy, can you fuck off?
When I was at
Someone else is trying to win, bro.
I'd never been to Fallen Muse, and I was like, oh, these are a lot of, and Jaden was like, these are all Troy's, dude.
Yeah. Every one of them, yeah.
Every single one of
Yeah,
these.
it's
All
awesome. And he's such a cool
Troy's.
dude, bro. Like,
Yeah.
when I first met him, it was like, I was so surprised at just how chill he was. Because obviously you like see everything online, you're like, man, this guy's a fucking rock star.
I'm gonna get him on the pod. We've been talking about it, but
Yeah?
I've got to get him nice and loaded up on the beers. I reckon.
Yeah.
I think I have to load him up on the beers
I don't
beforehand.
even know how you'll get him out of here, man.
He lives close.
Oh, really?
He lives down here.
Okay.
He lives further down south than
Oh, shit.
than I do. Yeah.
Fuck. He's in the hood.
He transits far.
Fuck. Yeah, that'd be sick to get him on here. I'd be interested to see what he's got to say.
I want to get him. I want to get Jaden as well. Jaden's fucking cool dude.
Yeah, well, now that maybe I've come on here, they might want to jump on. Because I said I was doing this, and they were like, oh, that's cool. Right.
I got did you ever hear of one of my good friends, Chris Pengilly?
Bro, good friends with Chris, yeah. Fucking shame that old man.
He was one of my, like, very, very, very close mates.
Yeah, Chris is the man, bro.
Yeah, so I got like one of his original pieces in my house, his
Oh,
charcoal pieces. I got fucking
Yeah.
he tattooed a heap of my legs for free
Yeah.
back in the day when
Chris
he was
is
an
awesome,
apprentice.
man. Yeah.
So I used to work. I was at the parlor so much that the owner of the parlor would just give me like $300 to just hang out and
Sick.
just pretend to take bookings all day and shit.
That's rad.
So I was just hanging out with Chris when he was an apprentice, and much like fucking Jace or even Jaden Pengilly, fucking out of nowhere, he just went from being like a normal tattooist to like being fucking really good.
Yeah, Chris is awesome, man. I miss that cunt.
Chris was supposed to do my arm like before he passed away. And then I just never got around to it. And then I found Jaden, and then obviously I'm like, you related to me, Joe?
Yeah, everyone does.
You
Yeah,
related?
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I miss Chris, man. He's good.
He was a very, very, very special fucking dude.
It was like because I was planning to move to Adelaide pre-COVID. And he was one of the reasons why I wanted to go to Grim Raptor, because he's just such a cool dude, man.
He's a fun dude.
Yeah.
Just a fun fucking dude. Really talented, really arty. Like, always.
And just funny, bro.
Oh, he's fucking
So
funny,
funny.
dude, man.
Yeah.
Just grab your dick as soon as you...
Yeah. Just crude shit. Yeah, he was awesome. I wish I had some like old voice notes of him or something, because like I don't think we really use voice notes on Instagram and shit.
Yeah.
But I go back and listen to him, because like all I've got is messages from him. You know.
He's a very funny man,
Yeah.
man.
So it would have just been funny to have some like, old voice notes I could listen to and laugh my ass off about.
He has some really cool pieces of art going around as well.
Oh yeah.
He has some fucking good pieces. I was trying to find some for ages. I always put fucking things on social media. Like, if anyone has them, I'll fucking buy them.
Yeah.
He was really good with charcoal.
Yeah, he was just a good artist. Fucking, his script was awesome, man. He actually he wrote my name one day, and I never got the chance to get it off of him. And then he passed, man.
In his, like, calligraphy
Yeah,
style.
and I have no idea who to even ask for. Like, you know, like I don't even know where it would be. All I got's a video for it, man. It was so cool.
So he was doing that shit like, pretty much. Mayo's obviously fucking probably one of the best at it, but
Yeah, the
Chris
most
was
well-known.
Chris was fucking good at it,
Yeah,
man.
he was awesome, bro.
Just didn't get to tattoo it heaps because it was something he was kind of just coming into.
Yeah, and he when I was hanging out with him a lot at Grim Raptor and shit, he was like having he was in a bit of a love-hate relationship with tattooing at the time. Kind of just like cruising with it. He wasn't really like in it. You know what I'm saying? You know?
I think the pressures of how fucking how much attention he was getting was also not helping him.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, because Chris was like a pretty fucking private person. He was a cool dude, like
Yeah,
you know. But it's like you said, you can't. It gets to the point where you can't even go to the fucking pub and have a meal.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like, it'd be annoying, man.
Or imagine being actually famous.
It'd be terrible.
It'd be fucking terrible.
Dude,
yeah.
if I go to a rap show, I get like 1,500 to 2,000 listens a week, and if I go to like a local rap show, it's fucking so annoying. And that's just like 10 people.
That's just your local, bro.
That might be like 10 people that come up to me, and it's it's not annoying, but it's
Yeah.
like, it can be fucking overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like, if you're
Yeah, annoying is probably not the right word, but it's like you just want to enjoy your time.
It's not even annoying. It's actually pretty cool. But like, also, it can make you feel way cooler than you are.
Oh,
so
100%.
you also have that fucking complex.
Yeah. You get put on a pedestal.
Like, I would hate to be fucking Jaden. Like, Jaden's fucking too famous. I would want to be fucking Jaden famous.
Yeah. I don't have that in Melbourne at all. Don't really have it.
In Melbourne, it would be I reckon it would be a bit different because of how many fucking cunts are there.
Oh, it's so big. But that's kind of the reason why one of the reasons why I like Melbourne is because it's like, it's so big.
In Adelaide, you see an AFL player, you like, you see fucking Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was like back in my old hometown. It wasn't like crazy, but it was like if I went out to like a gig or something, it was just like I would happen to run into multiple clients, and then people would remember me and shit because of my neck, just shit like that. And you're like, man, I'm just trying to get buckled and fucking listen to this DJ. You know?
Bro, you should tattoo Dan Hooker. Would you do it?
I'd tattoo him.
Would you tattoo him for free?
Depending on what he wanted. I don't really put like too much value onto tattoos, you know, in terms of like monetary. If someone wants one that's like a friend of mine or something and they want something cool, I'll just do it, eh?
Yeah.
But Dan's getting tattooed by all the boys at Shipshape at the moment, so...
Oh, his tattoos are fucking nice, too.
Yeah, he's gonna look like Charles Oliveira soon, just minus the fucking tan, eh?
And fucking Brady. Fuck, I can't remember his first name. He's got fucking really nice tattoos.
Brady.
It
escapes me, yeah.
I don't want to say Tom Brady because I feel like that's a fucking...
No, that's like the...
NFL dude.
Yeah.
Where are you, Brady? UFC. Why is that fucking escaping me?
Have you seen
There you go, Sean Brady.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a really good back piece.
I feel like there's a lot of Hunyas, like Tom Aspinall's Hunya.
Well, that's actually not as good as I thought. But he has his whole body done now.
Tom Aspinall's Hunya on his back is good, bro.
That's fucking good too.
Have you seen that guy on UFC? He's got like the big Vegeta on his arm and shit.
No.
Oh man, there's a guy that's got like a full DBZ sleeve.
Really?
Yeah. It looks pretty good.
I'm into anime tattoos way more than I'm into anime.
Yeah.
Like, I respect anime tattoos heaps because, like, what Troy does...
Oh, it's impressive, bro.
The thing with cartoons and shit is I love how with cartoons and anime you can make the tattoo look identical to the actual... Like, you can...
show?
It's one for one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, with realism, there's always fading, there's always this, like...
Yeah.
It's always... It's never going to be one-to-one as a real fucking human.
Yeah.
But if you do like if you're Sherma and you're doing a Simpsons tattoo, you're legitimately taking the scene and you're putting it on your body.
Yeah, it's 2 tones of yellow, bro. Yeah.
I've always really liked that about like anime and cartoons, tattoos.
That's why Troy's work just is so eye-catching.
His brother's really good too.
Yeah, he's getting there, eh? Yeah. It's kind of crazy that you got 2 brothers tattooing, man. I couldn't even imagine if my brother was a tattooist. So.
Do you have, I was going to say you got siblings.
Yeah, I got a few. Yeah. I couldn't imagine my brother being a tattooist. It would be fucking weird. It'd be cool, but man, it'd trip me out.
Do you waste your time fucking obsessing? You got heaps of fucking hobbies and shit. You play games, fucking.
Man, I try to not play games.
Be bad for you.
Yeah, a little bit.
I got sucked back in.
Yeah, what are you playing?
I'm playing fucking COD.
Yeah, I started playing World of Warcraft again. Eh?
That's if you're that level of gamer, you need to stop that shit immediately.
I fucking nipped that in the butt real quick.
You need to stop that shit immediately.
Yeah, but I find because I don't drink, so I don't really like go out to socialize a whole lot. I don't smoke.
You need a bad habit.
I got something,
habit.
You know, like I got vaping and fucking playing video games. You know, I kind of like changed that or like swapped that out for going to the gym now. So,
is WoW a good reference for tattoos?
The artwork can be, but bro, that stuff's so hard to tattoo.
So intricate.
It's just and it's all digital art. Like digital art is really hard to, or not always, but for the most part, it's really hard to move from the screen to skin. It just doesn't like you have to be very good at translating it because some of the colors don't exist in real life.
I've always wanted a bit of a gaming sleeve.
Yeah,
it'd
be cool.
Like God of War, Last of Us, just some of my favourite games.
Troy to get it. Troy will do it.
Have you played Last of Us?
Play the first one.
Those clickers, bro. Just a good clicker. It'd be so hard to tattoo, I feel, though.
He'd do it. Oh, he'd nail it.
He'd be able to nail it. I believe he was doing one.
Yeah. Troy's good at doing realism, too.
Yeah, I didn't realise.
Yeah.
I didn't, like, he would...
I feel like if you can do what he does, you can probably do anything, honestly. Because, like, that anime sort of cartoon style stuff that's, like, that looks simple on the outside, but that stuff is super... fucking hard.
Well, just how he gets colour in is so good.
Yeah.
Like, he's so good at getting the colour in.
Yeah, he's awesome. One of my favourites.
He's fucking the best at it in Australia.
100%.
Like, he's got the receipts to prove it all.
Yeah, they're all over the wall.
He's got the receipts. Is there a country at the moment that's fucking killing it with tattooing? It's always usually like those Eastern European fucking
Yeah, Europe's always
ends of
killing
the
it.
world.
Yeah, Eastern Europe. I feel like Australia and New Zealand was. I think we're still like big players in it, but I think I think Europe actually, just Europe in general.
What's your thoughts on fucking numbing cream?
It depends.
Because as a tattooist, you would have like obviously like Sherman said he doesn't think it fucking makes like the tattoo hold as well and shit.
It doesn't, no. I feel like it depends on how you're using it. Like, I don't agree with clients coming in and having their leg or whatever the fuck body part like lathered in it and coming to get like the first session done where we've got to put a stencil on and get everything prepped and stuff. Like, that's terrible. But if like we're doing a large project like a full front or something or a full arm and we've already mapped it out so I don't have to do any sort of like planning,
Yeah.
and you want to like get this crazy big part blasted, numbing creamers can be fine. But otherwise, if it's used like, you know, if you just abuse it, then it's terrible because it doesn't work like people want it to. You know? You have to really know what you're doing and kind of like chase the numb throughout the day. Otherwise it's just, bro, it starts off fine, you can't feel shit, and then an hour in you're just like freaking out because now you can feel it all of a sudden, you know?
See, that was my fucking thought process behind it. I'm like, if you put numbing cream on and you like, you still can kind of feel it, but you're not actually feeling it.
Yeah.
When it wears off, you're gonna be,
Bro, yeah.
you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, oh my god, I'm getting tattooed. I have all of this fucking tattoo that's now hurting.
Yeah, and it hurts, and you freak out. And I feel like it interrupts the healing process a little bit. Like, I've used it in the past, and like I've watched the heal. I've been able to watch the heal quite closely, and it's like it's almost like the body doesn't realize what's happened to it, and then it freaks out, and all of the trauma sort of like gets dumped at once, and the tattoo just heals really strange. Not for everyone, but it does.
Troy and Jaden put like on the second day, right at the end when they were just gonna blast my whole arm with whites, they put like a spray on me.
Yeah, Bactine or something.
Yeah, Bactine, but it did fuck all. Like, but it fucking That's I would never ever doing 2 days back to back.
No,
no, I'm too old.
I got a little bit of Bactine sprayed on my head, and it did nothing.
No, it doesn't do anything.
Fucking nothing.
It just made it feel like a bit fresher.
Yeah. It was like someone just like sprayed some peppermint on my head or something.
But I fucking love it. There's no better feeling than the wipe.
You like that shit?
Oh man, it just takes all the edge off.
Yeah.
I feel like the wipe's the best part of a tattoo.
Man, they must be gentle.
I've always felt that though.
Yeah?
Yeah, I hate having breaks. If it was up to me, I'd fucking pound through the whole thing.
Yeah, sometimes breaks can be good. Like, I was getting my throat done. Like, we didn't have a break in a while, and I was like, man, you got to give me a break. And like, I'm just going to go have a beer, smoke a joint, come back, and then we'll get back into it. And I went and did that. Had like maybe 20 minutes or something. But I came back like a brand new person, man. Like, it was back to fresh feeling. I was like we just started, man.
One thing that changed the game with fucking tattoos, vaping.
Yeah,
bro.
While getting tattooed,
I can vape while I get tattooed. I don't need that nicotine fucking hit. I don't need like if you're a smoker.
Yeah, I don't mind people who vape while like getting tattooed as long as it's not some like fucking giant train.
Oh, I'm not gonna. It's just like a normal, like a fucking like one of the disposable vapes. Yeah. It's a game changer.
What about just a nicotine patch?
No, they don't work.
No,
I need the physical visual of
the feeling, to take your mind off.
Take my mind off it. And the AirPods are so handy.
Well, I'd vape while tattooing if I could, man. That'd be sick.
Like, dude, I was fucking giving Jay.
Keep it in my mouth the whole time, man.
It's fucking. It's definitely way easier to get tattooed now because you just got your phone.
Yeah.
You can go and you could do that. Oh, when I was 18, it was a bit harder, but now it's just you can set yourself up so fucking well to get tattooed.
All my most recent tattoos, aside from my hand with Ben Lucas years ago, have all been places that have just been terrible, like my head or my full front or my neck.
Heads apparently doesn't hurt. It's more the rattle that sucks.
Who the fuck told you that?
Though apparently the top of the dome sucks, but the sides aren't too bad.
Nah, man, it all sucks.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All of it?
It sucked, yeah.
You got the full dome?
Yeah. It's terrible. It hurts so much, man.
Who did it?
Yazvo.
That fucking... Just black.
It's just black, yeah.
Just black.
Well, I think we're up to like... I can't remember if we're like 4th or 5th session.
Oh, you haven't finished it yet?
Nah, she just keeps wanting... I don't know. Keeps going.
Yeah, you're going to get your, like... Chin.
I don't know. I've thought about it. I feel like if I was, I'd have to be in a pretty bad space.
Like mentally.
Yeah, like...
Just want to fuck yourself up
Yeah. Because the face does not hurt at all. for some reason, like I got a little bit that comes like past my ear, and that was honestly like painless.
Well, that would see the most like things.
I don't know what it is. It just, I was so surprised because like the side of the head on the skull was just like miserable, and then she got onto my face a little bit. I'm like, oh man, this is. I just honestly felt like a little bit of a vibration.
Throat suck?
Throat was fine.
Really?
Honestly, yeah, I didn't mind the throat. Like he got it done, and then
There's some color in that.
I went to the toilet and had a look in the mirror, and I was like, fuck, it's all done. You know, honestly, like it obviously sucked, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But I went into it thinking I was going to get my. It felt like I was getting my head cut off.
I really want the side of my head done.
Do it.
Yeah, I just.
You have to shave your hair though.
That's the thing.
Yeah, you look like a fucking idiot for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks.
The good thing about head tattoos and like shit, you can cover it. Like you don't. If you grow your hair, they're gone.
Yeah.
Like, do you shave your head though?
Yeah, shave it off.
You do.
Yeah.
Can I have a look?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking bold.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've never seen you without a hat.
Yeah.
Bro. That's just fucking the worst type of tattoo you get.
Looking back now, I'm like, what was I even thinking? You know, like,
that's the fucking.
And it's taken so long, but
she's good at that.
Yeah, she's good. Yeah, it's just taken way longer than I expected.
Is Mayo based in Melbourne?
Yeah. I don't know what his bookings and that are like because he does a lot of commission shit as well.
His commission pieces are
he's crazy.
Cool,
he's actually done
man.
like quite a few like full walls. Like I've seen that he did this pub that's in Melbourne. I drive past it every now and then, and it's you can see it from a mile away. It's Mayo. And it's just like the letter J or something, just like repetition.
I can't read it. I cannot read it to save the fucking life.
No, no one can. He's done a few footlockers and stuff too.
Oh, really?
Like as you're going up and down the stairs, it's like all the walls and stuff and all the staircases, all just Mayo. Just like it looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, his shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Didn't Ben do the Fallen Muse?
Yeah, he did. I think so. Yeah,
that little.
It looks awesome, eh?
Yeah, he's fucking good at it too.
Yeah. I really like that stuff. I really like the shapes of it all. I don't necessarily like writing words, but the aesthetic of like those shapes and making it look like it says something I love that shit, eh?
And just all the symmetry of it, how it's perfectly circular, fucking all in tune.
Just aesthetic, man. Yeah, because a lot of it probably doesn't even say anything. Like the ones that are all circles, it's probably just random letters. I don't know, could be, but it just looks dope. Yeah, yeah. I'd like to do some of that sort of shit like across full bodies and stuff, which is sort of the stuff I'm designing at the moment. Yeah,
it'd be. I'm not hell big fan of like massive chunks of writing, but with that kind of style, I think it blends into other tattoos really well.
Yeah, that's the sort of stuff for like black work that I'd be interested in doing is like, you know, shapes like that where it's like flowing with the whatever body part it's on. You know?
Have you ever seen like someone black out a sleeve and then use white over it effectively? I've always seen it kind of looks a bit messy.
Like
I've never seen it healed actually.
I've had this talk with so many people because I get asked that question all the time. I haven't personally seen it with my own eyes done effectively, but usually because every time I have seen it, it's been like this person's had a tattoo done in the past they don't like, then they've blacked it out, and then they've tried to put white over top. So it's like those layers of ink. And the ink
just getting rejected.
Well, the ink can only the skin can only have so much ink, right? So like just because you can't see that fucking tattoo because it's covered in black it's still there. So then you put white over top of it. You're trying to mix white with like 3 layers of ink. I just don't think it works. But I think if you were to plan a sleeve like that from the get-go,
like no cover up,
like know that you're going to do that, and you don't like fully saturate the skin with black, you like kind of do it like 80% or something, and then you punch the white over top and then darken between the white with more black. I think you could get away with something there.
Yeah,
but I don't know, I personally haven't seen anyone take that route with it.
Yeah,
I've seen some crazy shit the other day. Actually, it was like someone had a full black arm and they were getting laser done, and they had shapes. Like they'd masked off shapes with tape, and then they were lasering between them.
That's fucking dope.
That's a cool as fuck idea.
That's fucking dope because, but if it's you wouldn't want to go like full laser because you want some of the pigment to kind of stay in, so it looked a bit fucking whack.
Well, they were doing it over multiple sessions, so like eventually, like those gaps that they had would be like completely clear.
That's fucking.
That's a cool, dope. Bro. It looked. I'd never thought about it ever, and I saw that. I was like, this is. I hope fuck all people see this shit because like I wouldn't mind trying to like maybe pursue that at some point.
Laser, for anyone who hasn't had it, who's thinking about it, it's fucking not as bad as people say it is.
You don't reckon?
I've had it before. Yeah. I've had it on my back.
Oh shit!
I had it on my back because I had this fucking gay 2 praying hands on my back.
Classic, yeah.
Yeah, just classic wog.
Yeah.
And fucking, I was like, it was in the way of me doing my full back piece, so I just got it one session. It was enough to lighten it.
Yeah.
I'm been cooking my whole life though.
Yeah.
So like I'm used to oil burns.
Yeah, okay.
So
just what did it feel like that?
It's very, very, very the exact feeling of like when oil splatters you.
Yeah, okay.
But not like fucking scalds you.
Yeah.
It's
Just a
like
little
when you
bit.
put something in a pan and you just get a
like
little oil splatter.
Yeah.
But almost like a hot rubber band.
Yeah.
flicking
That's
you.
what people. Yeah, rubber band is what they always say. Yeah.
It's nowhere near as bad as a fucking tattoo. And it's over so quick.
Yeah, quick as fuck. Yeah, and they numb it now, or they like cool it down. I know a lot of places that straight up numb the whole area first. I've got a lot of work I want to get. I want to get lasered.
Your arms.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting my arms done. Got some of my legs I want to get done as well.
See, depending what you wanted though, you probably only need like fucking one session on your arms.
I'm not sure, honestly.
Like one on, obviously they'd take like 5-6 sessions to do your whole arm, but like one each.
I'm not sure if like because it's older that it takes longer or less. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you got your palm done too.
Yeah. That sucked, man.
That would suck healing.
Man, the healing was absolutely fine. It was so strange though because it took weeks to peel.
You'd imagine that it wouldn't fucking hurt.
Where I went in with that exact mentality. I was like,
It's like your hand's copper.
Yeah. I was like, man, this ain't gonna hurt. Bro, I was like, it's gonna take an hour max. I got someone booked in afterwards to tattoo. I'm like, man, I'll be sweet. And then we're like 20 minutes in, and I was like, this is fucking terrible.
Is that dot work?
Yeah.
So dot work holds in better in those kind of fucking positions.
Well, over time, it's just spread to not really look like dot work, I think. So
I got my toes and like my webbings on my feet done in dot work.
ugh. Yeah, terrible.
It didn't hurt that. Just dot work just sucks.
I was thinking about getting Mayo to try and do my other one, my other palm, but
That would be fucking dope.
just like big swirls.
That would
of
be
writing.
sick.
Yeah. I used to go to like a lot of festivals back home in New Zealand, bro, and like I'd like light a cigarette. It'd be dark, obviously. I light a cigarette, then people would see like a flash in my palm of my hand. It'd be like this eye. Bro, I would fucking send people loopy. It was fucking good times.
Back in
New Zealand. Yeah.
Is party culture massive over there?
Festival culture was in Christchurch. Party culture, because of the earthquakes happened, like a lot of places and venues were fucking, non-existent anymore. So festival culture was massive, man. Like you could go to a festival most weekends type thing. It was cool, man.
Festivals in Adelaide were pretty big.
Yeah?
There was not much, not fucking heaps to do in Adelaide. So when there was something to do, everyone would fucking just show up.
That's the same as what was for Christchurch. I remember we like went and seen some like real big names. Like we had Upbeats, Black Sun Empire, and Dillinger come and play. I don't know if you know who they are, but they're pretty big hitters in the D&B scene. And like they were playing, they had it set up in like a fucking cow stop, where they would like hold cattle on the top of this hill overlooking Christchurch, man. Like you're just stepping in cow shit while you're just like munged out on fucking eckies, listening to drum and bass. It was crazy.
Eckies are back in Adelaide now.
Are they?
They're back.
Fuck.
I've heard.
Yeah?
I've heard, yeah. I've heard.
Yeah, I think that'd be a bit more brutal these days.
I fucking have heard they are, yeah.
Yeah. I've heard of a few people dying and shit in Australian festivals and that lately.
It's straight up fucking fentanyl.
Yeah, it would be, yeah. Or there's like some new one that's even worse. It's like, how can you get any worse than that?
There's pink cocaine now.
For fuck's sake.
There's that pink cocaine. It's just synthetic cocaine. It's like a mixture of
that might be the shit that they're talking about, like, and they're putting it into pills and it's like so overdosed.
Yeah, it's fentanyl, fantasy, ketamine, like a bit of
just everything, bro, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you just want to kill yourself.
When I was 18, I would have been like, try it out.
Throw it down, bro.
Try it out.
Chuck them up, bro.
7 of them.
Yeah, I've done some stupid shit like that.
Do you miss anything like really like life living in Australia to living in New Zealand?
Yeah, I miss all my friends and like that whole like scene that we had back then, like going to festivals all the time. Like we used to have festivals each every 3 months to like the start of seasons. So like winter solstice, autumn equinox, spring solstice and shit, summer equinox. So every 3 months we'd have like this cool festival that we all planned to like go and do together. That was cool. But I know that it was just like a part of time that doesn't exist anymore. So going back there wouldn't be like that. But I do miss that sort of shit.
Yeah, festival seasons were always so fun in Adelaide. It was always like January, February.
Yeah, when it's nice and warm, bro, everyone just gets on it. And there was no fights and nothing, man. And like the festivals we used to go to were all like privately run and they weren't necessarily advertised. So like you didn't have all these like fucking crackheads and shit turning up to just go and like smoke bowls on the beach and shit. It was like
bush stuffs and shit.
Bush stuffs, but because it was private and there was no alcohol allowed, like they would strip search your cars, pull everything apart, man. You were not allowed any alcohol in there, but you could take whatever other substances you want. They didn't care, right?
Really?
Yeah, they didn't give a fuck because like they knew that alcohol was like the catalyst. If you could sneak it through, they were usually fine with it because they would catch 95% of it. But like, yeah, they just blacklisted all alcohol. Yeah, that was were cool, man.
There's heaps of bush stuff still in Adelaide.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised, bro. It's just bush all around.
Like south.
Yeah.
Except more if you go like south more in like the grazing lands and
Yeah.
shit. There's fucking heaps always.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be keen to go to one as long as it's not just like a bunch of psytrance for like 3 days straight or something.
That's why I'm pretty sure it is lots
Yeah,
of
just
psytrance
psytrance,
shit.
bro. That's like I've got some PTSD from that. Fucking hell.
I went to Tomorrowland in Belgium.
Oh yeah, how was that?
I did by myself.
Shit. What?
It was fucking so overwhelming.
Yeah, it would have been.
It was just like, obviously the scale of it's dope and stuff, but it's so situational, these things. Like, you can go to a fucking pub on a Tuesday with your mates, and if it's just the right night,
Yeah, it's crazy.
it could be the best night of your life.
Yeah. My
You know
favorite
what I
gigs
mean?
or festivals, gigs have been like tiny little intimate ones that just popped up out of nowhere. You're
And
like,
it's just everyone's vibing,
Yeah, bro,
just same
yeah,
level.
100%.
But like
yeah.
Tomorrowland was dope, but the sheer scale of it was like fucking unfathomable.
Yeah,
it
it
was
would've
like,
been.
What? And everything was so cheap. Drugs were so cheap.
Yeah.
It was just very overwhelming. It
Yeah,
was dope.
I don't think I'd be able to handle more than a day of that, eh?
I couldn't go. I could not go to a festival anymore.
Like, unless I had a retreat that I could go back to each night, you know, where I could like reset, wake up, like go to sleep, shower, wake up, go back out.
So when I went to Tomorrowland, I booked the Tomorrowland like accommodation, which was a camping site, but I also booked a fucking hotel an hour away.
Oh, yeah.
And I just went there every night because
Yeah.
like once the party was done, I was like, "Fuck this! I need to go
Yeah, of course,
reset,
yeah.
have a
Sanctuary.
fucking shower."
Yeah. If I could do that sort of stuff, because that was always the thing I missed was like, just like having somewhere nice to go to the toilet, man. Or you know, like
Yeah.
just small things, bro. Like a shower, some clean clothes. Like not having my tent just collapse in the middle of the night because I put it up hastily so I could go and do drugs real quick. You know.
There's a fucking ayahuasca retreat near here too.
Really?
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
I never done ayahuasca.
No, I've never fucked with that. There's too much.
I've done
for me.
DMT a couple times. We tried it, but like, just,
Have you not work? It didn't work for you?
like, man, I definitely went somewhere. But
Nah, you know when.
yeah,
you fucking
exactly.
know.
It never like breached that fucking.
It only happened once for me, and it was
Yeah.
fucking terrifying.
Yeah, would have been.
Oh, it was fucking dope because I've done it. I did it like 3 times prior,
Yeah.
and you got to really force yourself to do it. Like you got to do more.
Yeah, you got to have someone help you do it, eh?
You literally have to be like, and then you got to do one more.
Yeah.
And I remember one night I had this chunga, and there was like 6 of us out there, and I thought, oh, I've done this fucking heaps of times, and I've never really like broken through. I've just like seen hell visuals and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, does anyone want to do DMT? And then everyone was like, you do it first, and then we'll have a crack
We'll
at
follow.
it.
Yeah.
And then I've just gone out, and I haven't even done it properly. I just put it in a fucking bong.
Yeah.
And I just ripped
And it worked.
Oh, bro, as soon as I did, I remember looking up, and none of my friends were there, and my whole backyard just sucked into this black hole.
That's what mine did.
And then I just remember, I thought I was there for fucking 24 hours, but it was like 10 minutes. They were like, you just straight up fell asleep.
Yeah. I had the same sort of thing. It was like, we were doing it through, my mate was trying to do it through a bong, and I was like, surely there's a better way than this. And I had like this little, back when I used to smoke weed, I used to have like a little glass pipe.
Yeah.
So I like put it in the bottom of that and was just trying to heat it up like a fucking barbecue. And hit that, and then everything just like, my whole house just like collapsed in. And it was the same sort of thing. I felt myself just disappear, you know.
Yeah.
But it was literally like I could hear a song playing in the background, and it just slowed down completely, and then
crazy.
Yeah, it was. I definitely went somewhere, but I don't think I broke through.
It's a very crazy drug.
Yeah, I didn't even know if it was like real DMT that we got, man. To be honest, I just got it from some girl. So yeah, this is DMT. Like, all right, fuck it.
I remember the first time I did it, we got it in like the crystal form. Because
Yeah.
you can get it in chunga, which is more like the leafy shit, or you can get it in the
this
crystal
was
form.
crystals. Yeah, it smelled like a fucking fossil, bro.
Smell, and when you taste it, it tastes like plastic.
Yeah, bro, it was disgusting, man.
And
yeah.
I remember that I was like, "What's the best way to smoke?" And he's like, "Unfortunately, the best way to smoke it is through a crack pipe." And I'm like, "Fuck."
Yeah. You got to kind of like get it to vaporize.
Yeah, and I was like, "Fuck!" So I've called my mate who's a glazier, and I was like, "Don't ask questions. You just got to blow me a glassy.
Yeah.
It's not for what you think it's for."
Yeah, I heard getting it like you can buy actual vape pens and shit that like are kind of specifically for it.
Yeah.
So like after the first time I tried it and I realized we were going nowhere, I had like 5 grams of this shit. I was like, I'm gonna save this until I have the means to do it properly, you know. And went on a fucking rabbit hole. I never ended up doing it, but I found that's the way to go.
The best way I found to do it is literally You got to do it until you can't breathe, and then you got to do one more. You got to, and you start physically crying, like your eyes physically start just pissing out water from the taste of it.
Yeah, kind of like nos.
Yeah, Nossies.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking.
Go get someone to keep feeding it to you.
They sell them in those now. That's a Nossie canister.
Can't you just get people to like drop them off to you nowadays?
Yeah, his name. I won't. There's this guy who has a Facebook page. It's hilarious, and he
drop off at any time.
Drops you.
Yeah. I heard that. I was like, that's out of control.
They flavour them now.
Fuck's sake.
It's a hell epidemic in America.
Yeah,
kids are just dying.
In Christchurch before my time, like I was only like 11 or 12. They had NOS bars where you could just go to the bar and you could just go and do NOS.
Really?
In Christchurch, bro. Yeah,
that's fucking kind of dope.
Because like New Zealand had like this little grey area where research chemicals were completely legal for a long time. So like you could go to places called like Cosmic Corner, which was like a party store, and you could just go buy MDA off the fucking shelf, which is just like one molecule off of MDMA. And I used to sell the shit sometimes, and you could not tell the difference. Like if you were at a festival and got given one, you'd think it was just MDMA, and you could just buy this shit off the shelf as long as you were 18.
You're sober dober now, eh?
Like I just don't drink, yeah. But like if there's,
there's some stuff.
Yeah, if there's
around.
fun to be had, then
drinking is just no bueno for you.
Nah, I just like it too much.
Yeah,
it's too easy because I got no boss. I can drink whenever. We used to just drink at work. The culture for tattooing and drinking is so rampant. Me and my mate used to just like polish off a bowl of vodka while tattooing, and but it wouldn't even be like I'd still tattoo this exact same. That's the problem.
It wasn't affecting you.
No, because and people wouldn't even have a clue,
Yeah.
So I could be like written off, and like I wouldn't get hangovers. It would just be normal, man. And so I just could cruise through the day just drinking, but I just knew that wasn't functional.
I try and only drink on the pod now. I've tried and like limit myself to drinking on the pod because it's so fucking expensive, dude.
It is,
I can go out and waste fucking.
It's sending me broke for a little bit there, bro.
$500-600 a night just on booze, and then as soon as you have fucking $400 of booze, the first thing you're doing is calling someone and wasting another $400 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
It just
gets out of hand real quick.
It's all connected.
Yeah. So I stopped drinking completely. Yeah. Fuck it.
You haven't had a hangover since.
Haven't had an alcohol hangover. No.
That's fucking not bad.
Yeah. I definitely miss it though because there's a massive social aspect to it. Obviously that you kind of miss out on.
Does it bother you with going out? Like if people are all getting hammered around you, you're fine with that?
Like I don't mind it temporarily. Like if it's like the start of the night or something, and I'm like catching up with everyone and everyone's starting to get on it. I don't mind it then, but then once everyone starts getting super fucking wasted and they're just like talking to me, not with me, then it's like I'm just not about it, because it gets too much.
It's time to go home.
Yeah, it's time to go home, man. And then, even if like you're on other substances as well, the drinking elevates all of that even more. So if I'm just sitting there with like whatever,
it's such a different experience
100%.
to someone who's hammered.
Yeah, and I've got to go. I'm like going back and forth between the toilets every 10 minutes. Just try and stay on the same level, and these guys are just fucking, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just, I still go out every now and then, but definitely limited.
Yeah.
Yeah, because alcohol is just one of those things where it's like, because I don't really get hangovers and I can function properly on it, it's too easy. I just got to stay away from it.
Well, I won't keep you too long because it is a school night. I'm going to get 100%. This shit edited up.
Yeah, I got school tomorrow.
Thank you for coming on. You are here. This will be actually next week, but you will still be here. But you'll probably be booked out.
Yeah. So I'm working Thursday through till Thursday.
And your books are open 3 months in advance? Do you do 3 months or do you do...
Just open completely at the moment.
Just fucking book him.
Just book it in. Just
book it in.
Come say what's up. Yeah.
_KIZM_ on Instagram.
That's the one, bro. Thanks for having me.
No worries, man. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.